Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode, is it 11? 11 of Nurse Love Addiction! So, in our last episode, there was a lot. Like, an actual lot. Probably the most that's ever happened in just the entire series in one episode, or at least I suppose two. But yeah, those last two episodes were something I did in one sitting, so you can imagine how it was quite the thing to go through. Emotions all over the place. But just for a sort of recap, we just got through Nao's route, a very insane route. I am very surprised from it. It had a great ending, and a bad ending, a very bad ending as well. It's like, I'm genuinely not sure if anyone can top Nao's route, because it's really cool. Now, I'm just gonna say it now. Nao's route has both the best ending and the worst ending, at least from what I've seen so far. Obviously, it tops Ohada's. I'm not too sure about Sakuya or Itsuki's, but for now, I'm just gonna say that she has both the best ending and the worst ending, as in the bad ending. Yeah, there are a few mysteries that weren't solved still in Nao's route that we still have to get solved in, like, I'm assuming Sakuya's route. There, like that wait half a year thing, that Itsuki did not write that in the laptop that we got, and so yeah, we still have to figure that out. We still have to figure out who stabbed us, because it was not Nao, and most likely not Itsuki. And Sakuya, she almost is able to stop, to not have to continue repeating a year, but even in Nao's route, Sakuya ends up having to repeat a year. In Ohada's route, she just wasn't given a chance. She has to repeat a year. In Nao's route, she was given a chance to not repeat a year, but she still ended up repeating. I'm assuming in Sakuya's route. I've said this many times, but we can most likely prevent this. And we also have to figure out with, like, her family situation and stuff. I don't remember hearing about Sakuya's mom dying in Ohada's route. We heard about it in Nao's route, but maybe we'll get more of a first person's perspective if we actually go for Sakuya's route. And well, yeah, that's pretty much just a quick recap. Here it is. As you can see here, we have
白衣性愛情依存症
I can't look at that right now, but we got all three endings from Nao, or technically two. It just shows three for some reason. I haven't really checked them, but 3, 6, 9, 12. We still got 6 more, or 4 more endings to go, I'm assuming. I'm just hoping that, or no, I will try my very best. I don't want to see a bad ending for Sakuya or Itsuki. After seeing Nao's bad end, I'm traumatized once again. Traumatized even more than Ohada Sensei's. One thing that I noticed though, that was pretty cool, was the fact that even in the bad endings, the characters still end up getting together in like a very like unhealthy or bad way, but nonetheless they're still together. It's just in a very way you don't want them to be. But we'll see where we're going from here. Let's get into it. This is all Kaede's route. Hold on. Trying to find where I am. Sorry, guys. It's the beach. Here it is. Here we are. Here we are. Sakuya! Sakuya!
さくやさんです。今名前より先に胸って言いそうになった。そんな 姉ちゃん、残酷だよ。そこで決めるなんて。違うよ。
いいっていいって。咲夜の胸は覇王の胸だからね。しょうがないさ。
No one can help but bend the knee to the conquerors.
いや、そうじゃなくて、今のはちょっと噛んだだけ。しょぼん。なおちゃん悲しまないで。なおちゃんの胸も好きだから。って何言ってるんだ私。
Sakuya remains steadfastly silent.
わかった。一回だけ姫君の胸に顔をうずめてよし。
しません。
Oh, things have gone quite messy.
でも
It was my honest opinion. Nothing against Nao or Miss Itsuki, but Miss Sakuya in her bathing suit had been the most dazzling. I thought this with all my heart. A long time ago when I came to the sea with my grandma, we made a Christmas tree on the beach. What? Oh. We built a mountain out of sand decorated with seashells and seaweed. On the top, we placed a dried, parched starfish carcass to complete it. The starfish is the star of the sea. Oh, poor starfish. Grandma was the one who taught me that. I remember my picture book, The Girl Who Chased the Stars, How to Catch a Star. If it was How to Catch a Starfish, that would have been pretty easy. Swoosh crash. I'm standing on the beach. Sound of the waves seem to be calling me. The never-ending, continuous voice of the sea.
夢と同じだ。今は
We've already seen this. I gaze out at the distant horizon and listen to the sound of the calling waves. That's right.
Asuka?
Oh, it's different. It's different. We're on Sakuya's route. No, for sure this time. Oh man, I was just so confused by now. But this time I know for sure that we are on Sakuya's route. I hear a voice behind me. Called, I turn around. Next to the beach parasol, Miss Sakuya holds something in her hand.
何をぼーっとしているの？ああ、別に。なおちゃんといつきさんは？泳ぎに行ったわ。いつきが V までの水泳勝負を挑んで。へえ、なおちゃん早いよ。そのようね。でも、いつきも相当よ。さくやさんは？
I was gonna win.
私は、準備中よ。
Preparing? I wonder what for.
よかったら手伝うけど。どうしたの？いえ、そうね。なら、これを膨らますの協力してもらえる？
Saying this, she holds up the object in her hand. It's made from vinyl and is folded up.
もちろんいいよ。
Beach ball?
ありがとう。でも、一つ言っておくわ。何？今から、私のことを少しでも笑ったり面白がったりしたら、絶対に許さない。この世の果てまでも追い詰めて、全身全霊でもって笑ったことを後悔させるわ。私の誇りにかけて、必ずね。
It's okay, it's only if Asuka laughs, we're fine. Wow, that's quite a lot of pressure. I'm scared. But why would I laugh at Miss Sakuya?
笑わないよ。よくわかんないけど。そう。なら、これ。
Does she have like what are they called? The one floaties that go in your arms, the kid floaties on or something. Can she not swim? She points to the air inlet opening on the vinyl object.
空気入れを忘れたの。一人で膨らませるのは大変だから、交代でしてもらえるかしら。オッケー。
It's folded up so I can't tell, but perhaps it's a beach ball. Wait, hold on. More importantly, if we take turns blowing it up, that means I look at the air inlet opening.
これは
An indirect kiss.
か？
Sakuya looks at me questioningly. She doesn't seem to realize, or if she does, she doesn't seem to care. Maybe the latter. I mean, she is pretty amazing.
なんでもない。
I shake my head furiously.
気にしすぎ。こんなのなおちゃん
ちゃんとだって何度もあるし。
I tell myself this, but still I'm nervous.
そう。なら少し待っていて。
Sakuya wraps her lips around the air and inlet. Even though I tell myself not to think about it, I can't help looking at her lips. My heart pounds. Come on, there's no reason for me to get so excited. Frankly, I'm acting like a pervert. Calm down, compose yourself. Wait. I look at the expanding vinyl object we pass between each other.
あれ？これってもしかして。
And then...
What?
Oh! What's wrong with that? Sakuya is holding a sewing ring with a flower pattern on it. There's nothing wrong with that. This...
何？
なんでも。危ない。今声かけられなかったら笑っちゃうところだった。完璧に。
Why?
ええ。
さくやさんってもしかして泳ぎが苦手とか。
そうとも言うかもしれないわね。
Oh, good stuff, she can swim. Okay.
強がってる。意味もなく。あ、それとも照れ隠しかな。
Thinking this, I suddenly see Miss Sakuya in an adorable light.
似合ってるよ。
やめて。
ごめん。
And what do you say at a time like this? I think and think.
私でよかったら泳ぎ教えようか。
アスカが？
私もそんな上手じゃないから簡単にしか教えられないけどね。
それは。
Sakuya bites her tongue as she looks thoughtful. Her cheeks are flush red.
じゃあお願いするわ。2度目。言ったはずよ。少しでも笑ったら絶対に許さないと。なのに。
さくやさんを笑ったんじゃないよ。
That doesn't count.
そう。ならいいけれど。
But I see. Miss Sakuya can't swim. She's a well-bred girl, distinguished, beautiful, and she even has big... with all those winning qualities to her, to know that there's this other side to her, it's nice. Although I couldn't tell her that. Sakuya removes the floating ring from her body and stands up. Had she done it here to see whether or not I would laugh? That was a close call. I smile to myself and look up at the shockingly blue sky.
ねえ、今日は日帰りだからここから星見れないね。
Sakuya looks as if she's been caught by surprise. The stars seen from the beach must be beautiful, even if they still seem far off in the distance. I'd like to see them someday. Yes, hopefully together with someone.
私泊まりで来たことなくて海で見るとかしたことないんだ。
そう。
さくやさんはある？
あるわ。昔ね。
あ、いつきさんとだ。
大切な思い出よ。
There seems to have been an odd tone to her voice. And so, until noon, we swim and play to our heart's content. Our stomachs begin to grow pleasantly hungry. So we decide. Oh, no, I've seen this. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip. In fact, I might just pause I'm gonna pause the recording just for you guys. For once, I'll actually do it. Because this was on the way to now's ending. Listen, Kaede, as much as I love your route, I think we're gonna have to use your save data. Hold on. We can use our save data.
セーブしました。
Sorry, Kaede. But, we're gonna go to the next choice. Yes. Okay, so, yes, the video has been skipped, guys. I didn't get lazy this time. So, one thing, we're using Kaede's save data right now because I'm running out of space to save stuff. I'm pretty sure if we stay in the room, this will keep us on Sakuya's route, so we are going to stay in the room. And assuming this is the same as before, I'm pretty positive this is the same as before. We will see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think this is the same as before. We might go to the next choice option after this one again.
セーブしました。
I think so. Because I know Sakuya visits while she's sick or something. Or something like that. I just want to see if there's more choice dialogue for that. Okay, I guess not. So we're gonna go to the next choice after this
サクヤ
one.
さんにはそう見えてるのかも。セー
Hi,
ブし
hi,
ました。
hi. Let's see. If it won't be a spoiler. What? What? No! Oh my, we're not supposed to be on this. I made a mistake again, guys. I made a mistake again. We're not supposed to be on this route. Hold on. I'm lost again. I'm lost again. This happened with Now's route as well. My saves are garbage. Right, it's supposed to be before Lost Litter Resignation.
ロードしました。
Here. Nope.
私、
Goodbye,
なく
Oda.
し物探すの下手なんだよ
We
な。
are not staying with you. And we're gonna save right here. We're gonna resave.
セーブ
Override
しま
it
した。
so I don't make the same mistake, Sakuya.
サクヤさんです。
Next choice option. Stay in the room. Ultimate brain power this is taking. Hold on, before I do that, just so I make sure I don't end up seeing a spoiler or something. Wrong thing. Wait, right thing? No. Oh, we're here. Okay.
セーブしました。
Next choice. Let's go. Oh, okay. No. Crap, I don't want to see spoilers. No spoilers. Alright.
ロードしました。
Alright, we are skipping from here. So, apologies for the spoilers, everyone. We're just gonna skip from here, and I'll see you guys when we get to our next choice option. There they are. Alright, so, here we are, guys. Quick recap. I think that we are now at a, hold on, I gotta make sure I'm recording. Alright, so guys, quick recap. I think that we're here now at Sakuya's, the start of her route. One thing though, we still end up, ends up acting really sus. We're still looking at the USB, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. So basically, everything leading up to Nao's route is still happening, but the thing is, we are not on Nao's route. We're just going through the format of all of them, I guess. And we were not given the choice option to actually choose whether we want Nao to keep using her healing forehead or not. Natsuka just suddenly said this. So, I think this is where we're
なお
at.
ちゃんにおまじないしてほしい。してほし
Yeah.
い。お姉ちゃん、そうなの。探偵したいもん。
When we were on Nao's route, this just, let's just kick this out, or this just ended the game afterwards. But it's not gonna do that this time, since we're on Sakuya. Sakuya's
なの？なおちゃん。
Alright, let's skip a bit.
しょうがない。うん。それじゃあお姉ちゃん。はあ。だいぶ前に渡すの忘れ。いやー、なおちゃん着替えさせて。
アスカ、
Oh!
起きなさい
Oh
よ。
crap! Oh crap, I went too far. Hold on.
セーブしました。
I went too far. I was like, wait, I don't remember Asuka calling.
ロードしました。
I don't remember her calling.
お姉ちゃん、
Yeah, I don't remember now calling Asuka as Asuka. I just remember calling her sis. I skipped too far.
はい。
Okay.
わた、
I'm just being impatient. Alright.
でも、じゃあ、
Also, Asuka still ended up getting
話。
stabbed. Just as a heads up, guys. She still ended up getting stabbed. And also, she still ended up getting kissed by Sakuya as well. But now we'll actually go more into that, I guess. Thank you for saving us now. Thank you. But we're gonna solve this murder mystery. I
誰
changed
の
my
ため
question.
なんだろう。
Yes, yes. Oh, I have a dream that night. When I wake up in the next morning, I've almost completely forgotten about it. Just a vague image remains, like a faraway memory. I vaguely feel as if I've met someone in my dream.
なあ、さくやって知ってるか？
But
だから、私が、さくやのこと。
but it's so vague. Did I hear all of that?
だから、私が、さくやのこと。
That's very vague.
アスカ、起きなさいアスカ。起きる時間よ。
なおちゃん、あとちょっと。
ダメよ。学校に遅刻するわ。早く起きて、顔洗ってシャンとして着替えなさい。
いやー、なおちゃん着替えさせて。
なおは毎朝こんなことを繰り返してるのかしら。
あれ？この声って。
起きなさい、アスカ。それと、私はナオじゃない、サクヤよ。
さく
I'm jolted awake at once.
おはよう、アスカ。やっと起きたわね。
や？どういうこと？なんでさくやが私の部屋に？
ナオに頼まれたのよ、メールで。
なおちゃんに？
Looking around the room, I don't see Nao anywhere. I don't hear any sounds from the kitchen either. I do notice that breakfast has been prepared for me, waiting for me on the table.
休養ができて部屋を出たけれど、姉を起こすのを忘れた、とね。幸い鍵もかけずに出たから入れるはず、ということだったわ。
So urgent, she forgot to lock the door. Yikes.
朝食は用意してきてあるから、それを食べさせて、姉を遅刻しないようにさせてほしいと。
そうだったんだ。
毎朝こんな調子なの？ 5 分は声をかけ続けたわ。
ごめん、さくや。
I apologize to her as I'm getting out of bed. Saki is looking at me suspiciously.
何？さくや。
それよ。
さくや？
私の呼び方。さんが消えてる。呼び捨てになってるわ。
Oh.
ほんとだ！ごめ
謝る必要はないけれど、そもそもこちらは呼び捨てにしてるのに、私はさん付けで呼ばれていたのがおかしな話だし。
I can see why she would notice. It's a lot more interesting seeing her notice that now that we've done Nao's route. Because the moment we used that in Nao's route, she understood that we remembered. Here we do not. But she still pointed it out nonetheless. So...
でも、なぜ急に？
なんでだろう。
I tilt my head, but then I realize.
あ、夢だ。
夢？
そう、はっきり覚えてないんだけど、私、ずっとサクヤって呼んでて、それが自然だったような。
そう。そうなの。
どうしようか。
好きに呼べばいいわ。
好きにって、ほんとかな？じゃあ。
Oh, okay, so this is where it took us. Here we are, we weren't that far ahead. We'll be
セー
here.
ブしました。
Alright. So, no, we're gonna stop using Miss. Because that's probably gonna get us the closest, or a nick. What would a nickname do? What would we call her? Saku-chan or something like that? I don't think she would like that. I'm curious about this one. Sounds really funny, but I think this is a good ending option. So we'll stop using this. Or Sun. I'll just use Sakuya then. Thinking about it, I did once call her that without realizing. Before summer vacation at the karaoke place, when I told her I liked her. Maybe that's why.
ちょっと特別な感じするよね。
But she did explicitly tell me to call her whatever I like.
じゃあ、僭越ながら今後はサクヤで。
I guess it's okay. We've known each other for more than a year already, after all.
なあ、サクヤ。
That's how I called out to her in my dream. I don't know what kind of dream it was exactly, but for some reason, I do remember that aspect of it distinctly. She felt so close, and it felt so natural.
サクヤ。
ええ、
Oh, crap.
ええ、何？
I can't help calling her a name without any real meaning. I laughed bashfully. You clown, Asuka.
何やっているの？
いや
いいから朝食食べてしまいなさい。ナオが作っておいてくれたのだから。
I
nod my head as I say this, and obediently sit down at the table.
いただきます。
I start eating with a sense of gratitude.
なんでじーっと見てるんでしょうか？いや、照れるというか、緊張するというか。
手を休めないか見張っているだけよ。のんびり食べている時間はないわ。
わ、ほんとだ。
I'm surprised as I check the time. I finish breakfast, wash myself, and put on my clothes. It's just me and Saki inside the room.
二人きり。
I can't help thinking. I can't help remembering that time. Yeah, I think that was the perfect time to question about getting stabbed. We didn't really get the option to with Nao's route. But seeing that she's right here, this is the perfect chance, Asuka. Don't chicken out. What was the meaning of that kiss? And what was the meaning of those words? When I wanted to find out, Sakuya's mother died. Oh, okay, so this still happened. I didn't realize because I was still reading. I was skipping through all of it. Sakuya's mother died and she had to go home. The right timing kept on slipping away from me up until this very point. Thank you for the recap, Asuka. And it's obvious that Sakuya has been behaving as if she doesn't even know that it ever happened.
USB メモリ。
Misitsuki told me it's all. One thing, guys, a little, just for a quick pause. Okay, so just for a quick pause, a later one just happened there, but I had a quick thought. So with Sakuya in the USB, I'm assuming that maybe Sakuya left that message, wait half a year. Maybe Sakuya herself found that USB before, or not found it, like she edited it before Itsuki gave it to us to wait half a year, in quotes, and I just assumed that it was not now, and it was not Itsuki, so who else does that leave but Sakuya? It most likely was her. Miss Itsuki told me it's all in there.
やっぱり、いつきさんに話聞かないと何もわからないよね。
どうしたのアスカ。ぼーっとして。
あ、なんでも。
用意はできたの？そろそろ出ないと遅刻してしまうわ。
大丈夫。行こう、サクヤ。
I look at Sakuya as I say this.
ええ。
Oh, it's cute. For some reason, Sakuya hesitates for replying. I can see why she would. After playing Now's, we can see why she would. Entering the classroom, I notice Now has already arrived before us.
おはよう、なおちゃん。おはよう、お姉ちゃん。ごめんね、今朝は。
Oh, so I realized why Now might have left in the morning like that. We didn't get to see this in her room before, when she was still doing the healing forehead. But I think it's because she's losing her powers. Or no, it definitely is. That she left in such a hurry. Probably to go get that, bad for you medicine. But yeah. She's probably doing something like that. One thing, a side note that I wanted to say at the beginning, I'm glad that Now isn't actually a drug dealer. It's pretty hilarious. I thought, just from the, I thought she was like dealing drugs or something, especially with the name of this, scene. Dealer. I'm like, what the heck is that supposed to mean? Her little sister is dealing drugs? I mean, she wasn't dealing them, she was taking them, but it's alright. No, she wasn't taking them, she was just taking a medicine. So, no. But yeah. Who knows what she's up to right now? Because this is out of our jurisdiction, I think. Out of out of what happened in Now's jurisdiction. Ooh, okay, let's continue.
でも、休養って？
It's highly unusual for Now to leave the house in the morning like that.
探してるものがあって、それが手に入りそうだって話がね、あって。
Definitely that medicine.
探してるもの？聞きたい？
He's making it sound very significant, so I hesitate a little.
お姉ちゃん用の新しいお勉強具やめておこう。世の中には知らない方がいいこともあるって言うし。
Okay. Now laughs joyfully.
そうだ。咲夜さんありがとう。お姉ちゃんのこと。
いいえ、気にしなくていいわ。まったく苦労しているわね、ナオは。
いいでしょ、咲夜。ちゃんと起きたもん。咲夜？
ええ、ようやく酸が取れたようね。夢がきっかけだそうよ。
夢？やっぱり。やっぱりってだってお姉ちゃん、寝言で咲夜って呼び捨てにしてたもん。うわぁ、お恥ずかしい。
なおも呼び捨てで構わないけれど。
じゃあ、なおも、そういう夢見たらそうするよ。
I hope Nao doesn't turn like Yandere or something. Because she would never harm Asuka, but... Dude, idea. Hold on. I just got a thought. What if it like Sakuya's bad ending or something? The bad ending isn't like Sakuya turning crazy like with Ohara and Nao. Maybe it'll be like Sakuya freaking dies or something. Because Nao kills her or something. She did say, Nao did still say that she should have killed them, whoever them is, assuming it's Sakuya and Itsuki. But that was just a quick thought. As we're having this light conversation, the school bell rings. The door opens and Miss Ohara enters the classroom.
皆さん、おはようござい
スライディング登校セーフ
Miss Itsuki has also arrived, grazing Miss Ohara's flank as she enters the room. Wow. The other students act impressed, though I'm not sure what's so impressive about this.
ルックスがいい人は何しても受けるってことか。真理だね。
Nao nods.
話あるんだ。
The next day, during a short break between classes. Seeing Miss Itsuki walk out into the hallway alone, I pursue and call out after her.
何？
大事な話。USB メモリーの。
Okay, we've already seen this. We've already seen this.
これが大人になるってことなんだろう
We have not
か。
seen this. Oh, okay. So even though we said, or even though she threw that tantrum, it's still going. It's still the same kind of. But it's alright. I scratch my head.
別になりたくないけどな。
I pride myself in my honesty, at least.
よし、行こっと。
Oh. I begin walking towards the karaoke store near the station. We've already seen this. Flying for Miss Itsuki, I sing my heart out. Just as I place the microphone down to take a break, Miss Itsuki comes in.
なんか歌いたくって。
We've already seen this as well.
昨夜は
Oh, okay. We have not seen this. Oh! She heard us call her that. That's what it was. Interesting. That's really interesting. So in Naozer, she said Sakuya-san, I guess. Miss Itsuki twitches on hearing me call her by just her name. But she shows no further reaction. Well, at school I call Sakuya by just her name now, since she doesn't seem to care.
学校に残ってほしい。遅れ取り戻さないとなんないしさ。
そっか、大変だね。
本人はこれっぽっちも大変だなんて思っちゃいない。
うわー、わかるわー。
さて、
Sissy lowers herself down onto the
大事
sofa.
な話だっけ？
We've seen this. Okay, we have not seen this. The first incident that had been the start of the changes. The fight between Sakuya and Misitsuki. I told her to go back to the one she used to love. And then I had been given the USB memory stick. The text file inside it had read, "Write half a year."
私はさ、
まあ、見るなら覚悟しろとか散々脅されたし。
だから見ないなら見ないで、それでもいいやって。その時は。何も変わらないまま。でも、わからないな。
I can't seem to understand what Misitsuki means. It doesn't make sense.
そっちの言う通りしただけだよ。半年待ってって。
はあ？何言ってんの？
だから、そっちでしょ？ USB メモリーの中、テキストファイルに半年待ってって書いてたの。
それ、マジか。
うん。
貸して、USB メモリー。
あ、うん。
We've already seen all of this. Okay, it's the same. Alright, it's just the same speculations about now, that kind of thing, and then she's telling us all of her past. We don't believe her at first, and then she shows us evidence for it.
これ、私と昨夜
This is different. I see. Okay, I think it's different all this time. It's making us read through all of this again because she's calling her Sakuya instead of Miss Sakuya. So that's why it's stopping so much.
正解。
It's just that one word, so that's kind of annoying. Who and who? In love, Sakuya and I. Sakuya and I?
そう。あんたたちは付き合ってた。
Yes, they were in love. As children, and the feeling of happiness I felt being kissed on the rooftop, and all the other things that happened here and there. I feel as if I'm starting to understand the sensation of destiny I felt between Sakuya and me. But...
でも、そんなのって。
You've seen this? I start thinking about it. It's true that we're going our separate ways, more than before. But I suppose that because we're just sticking together too. Oh wait, now. Right, they're talking about now. Let's see. Between the period of our nights and now. Hard to say, I mean, I start thinking about it. Yes. Wasn't she says that she was crying or something? It's not that Now has been acting suspiciously or that she started acting cold towards me.
別に。なおちゃんはなおちゃんだよ。
Oh, I see. Interesting. So when Nao's route, she cried because we said that, or we agreed that we should not do the healing forehead anymore. But in this, we still nagged her to do it, and we're still continuing after that timeline. So we're just like, now it's still now. We're all good.
そっか。
Misutsuki replies curtly and seems to be deep in thought. Meanwhile, I'm sitting as still as a statue.
だとすると。いや、それだと違うか。
Well, maybe she's not trying to kill her little sister anymore. That's good.
いつきさん。
ちょっと黙ってて。
へえ。
You told us in a blunt manner, I helplessly keep silent. I keep quiet. I keep
手乗
quiet.
り豚さん。
By the way, I wonder why they say people who are waiting for the next development are on tenterhooks. What is a tenterhook anyway? I've never heard of that before. That's always been a mystery to
なお
me.
ちゃんに聞いてもニコニコ笑ってなんでだろうねって言うだけだし、もう一回見てみよっかな。
Isitsuki navigates through tablet and shows me that video again.
こう映ってるか？
Eh?
私真ん中。
I'll listen to the voice coming from the tablet. It's a very childlike, high-spirited voice. Following this,
その子振り回すのやめて。静かにできないの？
うるせえ、いいじゃんかよ。
もう、いつも勝手なんだから。
あれ？
I hadn't noticed when I saw the first
動画の
time.
最初これって。
ん？どうした？
この動画最初カメラに向かって呼びかけてる？
Oh, I didn't realize that, actually. I wasn't paying attention to that. I thought they were just having something record to the camera. Or, not something, I thought they were just having it, like, record on top of something. Someone was recording them? Someone? Something cool. Are you feeling? The beginning of the word is cut off, but... Cool. It's like I was calling someone's name.
ああ。
Isitsuki keeps silent for a moment, as if she's carefully choosing her word, deciding whether to tell me or not.
京子だよ。そのカメラ持ってるやつ。
That's a new name that we've never heard before. Kyoko.
京子。
I don't recognize this name.
昨夜と双子の姉妹。
Huh?
昨夜お姉さんか妹いたんだ。
まあ、双子だったせいか。
今は？
In the fire, maybe? In the
死
fire
んで
that
る。
happened.
施設が火事になった時に。
Yep, thought so.
火事で亡くなった？
そう。施設が潰れる原因になった火災の時にね。
どういうこと？
詳しいことは私も。
I'm curious. I'm pretty
ある夜、
curious.
研究所のどっかで出火があって、施設丸ごと大火事になってさ。所長も亡くなって、もともとワンマンな施設だったから、研究所はお取り潰しになったんだ。
I can't help staring at Miss Itsuki in amazement.
その時にね。
そうなんだ。京子、双子ってことは、咲夜と似てたのかな？
ルックスは。でも、中身は全然。
へー。
昨夜はだいたいいつもすまし顔だったけど、京子はニコニコふわふわずっと笑ってた。かといっておしゃべりってわけでもなくて、私たちのことを眺めてるんだ。うん、天使みたいだった。
Is Itsuki not even actually in love with Sakuya? Was it just Kyoko that she was actually in love with, and she's just using Sakuya as a replacement? Is it that kind of thing?
へえ、可愛かっただろうね。ルックス咲夜で天使みたいなんて。
かわいいね。
There's a sense of sarcasm in Itsuki's voice as she says this.
違うの？
いや、可愛かったよ。そりゃもう。
I can't help noticing something strange in her voice as she says this. Well, I'm curious. I've made it back to the dorm. Oh, and now we just fell asleep after that interaction.
じゃあ、今日はこんなとこで。
With these words, was Miss Itsuki. Or wait, no, I think that was for the second time that we met? I don't quite remember. It felt to me as if she didn't want to talk much about this Kyoko. Or no, it did. Yeah, it was that. When Kyoko was not brought up, we did not end up falling asleep on that bench. Or we ended up falling asleep on that bench.
いや、でもなんというか、いろいろ大変なこと聞きすぎた。
I feel like my head's about to burst. There's such chaos in my mind that I don't even feel like processing it all. About my memories loss, about the open campus day, about the fact that Saki and I used to love each other. They're all stories that could turn my whole life around. But still, for some reason, the one thing most on my mind is that name.
京子さんか。
Interesting. I need to stop saying this, but in Now's route, we said the one thing most on my mind is now. As I muttered the name Kyoko to myself, something inside my head burst open.
京子って歌うまいよな。それに比べて咲夜は。放っておいて。双子でも違うところは違うわ。楽しいね。何今の。
It was as if something popped up, or floated up, from in between the seams of my mind.
歌声。
I feel as if something's reverberating somewhere in a far corner of my mind. One week later,
あれ？
I'm heading towards the station since Miss Itsuki called me out again to meet at her karaoke place. There's something I want to tell you about Kyoko, she had written. Miss Itsuki said she had to call at home first to take care of some other preparations, so I went back to the dorm too, before heading out. Like before, she told me to go inside already and wait for her there, but... Oh! Hey, she's singing. I noticed Sakuya sitting on a bench in front of the station. She's humming a song, seemingly in a great mood.
Sakuya!
あら、アスカ、ごきげんよう。いいお天気ね。
Wow, she's in a very good mood. Oh.
そうだね。
Sakuya greets me in a relaxed way. I can't see anything unnatural about it. But still, I wonder.
私のこと待って待ち構えてた。
I can't help but feel this way, though I'm not exactly sure why.
一人でお出かけ？お買い物かしら？
なんていうか。
It's actually a secret that I'm meeting up with Miss Itsuki.
それともカラオケとか？人からなら気兼ねなく歌えるものね。
It feels a bit strange hearing Sakuya talk about solo karaoke.
ああ、それに内緒の話をするにもうってつけの場所ね。
Oh
カラ
no!
オケ屋さんって。
She fell down! Oh no! I take a big gulp of air.
なんでそれ知ってるの？
I say this unaware of the fact that I'm digging my own grave.
もちろんいつきに聞いたわ。私たち恋人同士だもの。恋人同士の間に隠し事なんてないものよ。
Bro.
嘘だ。
No, she... I see. Okay, she's lying. I wouldn't have guessed, but Asuka guessed, so I guess she is. I can feel it intuitively.
というより、咲夜だよね。
I've been freaking wondering that. She's acting way too different. And one important thing that side note, guys, I keep doing a lot of them, I'm sorry. But one thing, is... So Kyoko's dead, as she said. As Itsuki said, yeah. But it's not gonna be like a split personality thing, where like, Kyoko is dead, but I developed a mental disorder where I think that Kyoko's a part of me now, or something like that. I don't know, there's this anime I've been watching recently that had that kind of plot line, which I thought was kind of strange, but I mean, it's something. But, or if that's not the case, this is Kyoko, she's not dead, and yeah, Kyoko ain't dead, and she's actually alive and she's here somehow. Most likely not, though. I don't know, actually. I genuinely don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I ask her this almost involuntarily. There's no mistake about it that this person in front of me right now is Sakuya. We met earlier at school and she's still wearing the same clothes. Yes, there's no mistake about it.
でも、
She almost seems to me like a different person.
おかしなこと言うアスカね。私は咲夜よ。どこか変かしら？
Yeah. Yeah. Being asked directly if there's anything strange about her, I'm not sure how to respond. There's nothing strange about her. Yeah, nothing strange, but at the same time, she's totally strange. Completely strange.
アスカこそ。あなたは本当にアスカ？証明できる？ほら、そんなこと聞かれても困るでしょ？ええ、わかっているわ。あなたはアスカよ。間違いなく。
I'm not sure what Sakuya is getting at.
咲夜。
Unable to understand it? I suddenly feel like I need to get away from here right now. My legs aren't moving. Let's get out of here. Sakuya looks up joyfully at the blue sky.
あ、鼻歌。
That's not Sakuya.
何？
咲夜、前に歌うのは別に好きじゃないって。
機嫌がいい時に鼻歌くらいは出るわ。
Satsuki said the same thing though when we were coming back from karaoke together one day. And even during the karaoke study session, Sakuya was saying that she wouldn't sing because she doesn't like it or whatever. That might be true. It might be true, but...
ほんと、おかしなアスカね。
Bro. You are not doing a good job at pretending. A cold shiver runs out down my spine. It feels as cold as ice, but still, the palms of my hands are moist with sweat.
私行くよ。じゃあ。
I say this quickly with my hands clenched into fists. I just want to get away from here. I have to get out of here. These thoughts running through my mind. I start walking away from Sakuya at a quick pace.
いつきなら来ないわ。
Huh? My heart starts beating in my throat, and my feet feel as if nailed to the ground. Sakuya stands up from the bench.
困ったものだわ。いつきにも。余計なことまで話そうとして。
What? This isn't right.
昨夜じゃない。
Yeah, definitely not.
だから、言っても無駄よ。
Saying that only this, Sakuya starts walking away. As she disappears in the distance, I faintly hear her humming. Bro.
京子って歌うまいよな。それに比べて昨夜は。京子。
I enter the karaoke room, but I don't feel like singing. I just sit down on the sofa and wait for Misitsuki. I wait and wait and wait, but... What the heck?
いつきさん来ないな。
I check the time on my smartphone. Well, it's not like we agreed on a specific time, but I can't help feeling worried. What? Not a specific time?
いつきなら来ないわ。
Oh, that's just perfect. These words keep on swirling about my head. I can't help but have a bad feeling about this.
メールしてみよう。
Yeah, I should go, yeah. I navigate through my phone and send her a message. What time do you think you'll get here? Send me a message when you know. I wait for a while, but there's no answer.
おいおい。
いつきなら来ないわ。
冗談きついぜ。
Let's just go get Nao's help. Nao's pretty strong. Let's go get Nao's help and just break into the place and barge in. If Nao were here, she'd caution me about my language.
電話。
I tried calling her on my smartphone, but the phone just keeps on ringing. There's no sign of Misitsuki picking up. The call switches over to her voicemail, but I hang up without leaving him any message. I don't want to think about
い
it.
つきさんに何かあった？
What the? Since waiting is the only thing I can do, I continue waiting. But even after 3 hours have passed, Misitsuki still hasn't shown up. Hmm.
もう夜だ。
It's dark outside as I exit the karaoke building. In the end, Misitsuki didn't contact me at all.
なおちゃん、心配してるかな。いつきさん？うん、そう。どうしてるか知らない？知らないよね。ごめん、変なこと聞いちゃって。
Having returned to the dorm, I just couldn't settle down, so I asked Nao about it. Though there's no way she could know anything about it.
連絡取れないの？うん、ちょっと話があったんだけど。なおも学校で別れてからそのままだし。うん、ごめん。だよね。気にしないで。
As expected, Nao looks at me with a concerned expression. I nervously shake my hands.
いつきさんのことなら、咲夜さんに聞いてみるのがいいんじゃないかな。
I'm good. There's something going on with her right now. My heart suddenly starts beating in my throat, just from hearing the name Sakuya.
だっていつきさんのことなら、咲夜さんが一番知ってるはずだよ。まだ冷戦中なんだっけ。でも他に聞ける人もいないし。咲夜。
No, no, go with us. Please. In the end, on Nao's you're just so smart. In the end, on Nao's suggestion, I find myself heading to their room. Hitsuki won't be coming anyway. I mean, Hitsuki doesn't even live there anymore. But we're going to see Sakuya, so I don't want to go there alone. I feel very threatened from that.
いつきなら来ないわ。
I do feel strange going to ask the person who told me this in the first place, but okay, so you actually have some awareness. That's good. There's also a part of me that wants to make sure, because at that time, I really had this feeling that it wasn't Sakuya.
ちくしょう、わけわかんない。
I reach out to press the doorbell of Sakuya's door.
これを押して、出てきた咲夜が、またどっか違う咲夜だったら、嫌だなぁ。
Yeah, that would be really awful, but...
押すぞ。
I push the doorbell and faintly hear the chime going off inside the room. My heart is racing in my chest. I'm feeling super nervous, almost scared, really. A moment later, the door opens up.
はい、どなた？アスカ？
Okay, it's the normal Sakuya. That sounds like the normal Sakuya. Sakuya appears in front of me, and she looks somewhat puzzled at my face, tilting her head.
咲夜。
こんな時間に何の用？というか、なんて顔してるの？
Ooh, okay, it's actually her.
お化けでも見たような顔よ。失礼ね。
The voice actor did a very good job with Sakuya, making her sound pretty different when she sounded like she was playing as Kyoko, I guess.
ごめん。なんでもない。
This is Sakuya. The girl standing in front of me is now Sakuya. In front of me now is Sakuya.
どうしたの？一体。
ちょっといいかな。
いつき？
今日学校終わってから連絡取ったりした？
いいえ、特に用事もないし。
そっか。ちょっと用があって連絡取ろうとしたんだけど、全然ダメで。
As I explain it in a bit of a roundabout way, Sakuya heaves a small sigh.
そのあたり、いつきはいい加減よ。ただの気分でメールに返信しなかったり、電話に出なかったりするわ。
そうなんだ。でも、何かあったとか。
心配しているの？
まあ、ちょっと。
It feels a little weird saying that to the person who's the source of my worries.
メールしてみましょうか。
Thank you, Sakuya. That's nice of you. Saying this, she picks up her smartphone. No, she's always nice. She types a short message and sends it. Almost immediately, a reply comes in.
早いわね、珍しく。
いつきさん？
ええ、今どこにってメールしただけだから、
Oh crap.
ええ、今どこにってメールしただけだから、簡単なものだけど。
Saying this, she shows me her phone's display. I'm at home. That's a very short reply. It's a short reply, but I can't say it's not in Mitsuki's character to reply at that. It's also been sent from the same address, which I have for her.
なんだよ、もう。
Someone could have taken her phone. Try calling her, Sakuya. I'm confounded. If she can reply to Sakuya, why couldn't she just reply to me as well?
こっちのセリフだわ。何なの？
なんでもない。なんでもないんだ。ちょっと心配しちゃって。
心配？
だからなんでもない。勘違いだったみたい。
そう。ならいいけれど。
いやー。
I laugh in a semi-fake way.
おかしなアスカね。
Hearing Sakuya say that, a shiver runs up my spine. That's because these are the same words Sakuya said to me earlier in front of the station. The vibe is totally different, though. Is Sakuya with me now? Is the Sakuya I know? Here, let's see if we can, out of curiosity, let's see if we can find the other one. Here it is.
ほんと、おかしなアスカね。
Oh, that was so different! What?
おかしなアスカね。
Yeah, that was so different. I can see why Asuka got so scared. Oh, I would be scared too. The Sakuya with me now is the Sakuya I know, thankfully.
ごめん、邪魔しちゃって。課題してるとこだった？
ああ、構わないわ。課題は夕方には終わらせているから。今は。
Sakuya's words were stuck for a moment.
日記をね。
日記？
読んで、いえ、読むか読まないかで迷っていたところよ。
Whose? Yours? Ours? Sakuya walks over to her desk as she speaks. Your sister's? As I look over there, there's an old-looking book lying on her desk. Is that the diary? As she softly touches the cover with her hand, she explains.
母の日記なの。
Ah.
遺品を整理していたら出てきて。
お母さんの。へえ。
母が備忘録として日記を書いていたのは知っていたわ。几帳面な人だったから。小さい頃、たまに私も読ませてもらっていたの。
そうなんだ。
I was deciding whether I'm going to read it or not.
別に迷う必要ないんじゃない？読んでも。
この日記は知らない。これは、私が知ってる日記じゃないの。母は、2冊日記を書いていたのよ。
よくわかんない。
この2冊目は、本棚の裏に隠すように置かれていたの。家の者に確かめても、誰も知らなかったわ。母の世話係でさえ。
I want to read it. But I know, maybe they won't let us.
最初の日記。
表紙を開いた最初のページに、母の字でこう書いてあったわ。
なんで？
自分に何かあっても、この日記は絶対娘には読ませるな。
Wow. That's very... Huh.
読ませるな。
私が最初に見つけてしまうことを考えていなかったようね。遺品整理を私が買って出るとは思っていなかったのか。
I was deciding whether I'm going to read it or not.
だから。
そう。だから迷っていたの。これを読んでもいいのかどうか。
I can see why. That would be very contemplative. I feel like if it were me in this situation, curiosity would take me over and kill me. So I would read it.
過去のこととか？施設の。
Good job, Asuka! Great job! You idiot! Sakuya looks at me with a shocked expression as I mumble this.
アスカ、あなた。
やべえ。
いつきさんから聞いて、私は全然知らないんだけど。
いつきが
Sakuya comes at me with amazing force, and I take a step back.
いつきから何を聞いたの？話しなさい！全部！
I did get the feeling from Miss Itsuki that she wanted this to stay between me and her, but... Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. Oh, crap. Unable to resist Sakuya's pressure, I end up spilling all of it. Well, except for the part about Kyoko. What? I think that might be the most important part. I mean, I guess it would be bad to bring up, like, memories of her dead sister, but I feel like this Kyoko person... Maybe it was that Kyoko Bro! All this time I've been thinking it was Sakuya who stabbed us. It was Sakuya who stabbed us, but it was probably this Kyoko person who stabbed us. And this is most definitely not a case of split personalities, like I was thinking. No, this is probably just like Kyoko is still alive. or something like that. She's most likely still alive. Alrighty. Well, except for that part about Kyoko. Though, rather than keeping it hidden, it would be more correct to say that I just forgot to mention it. Oh, you forgot? You forgot? Asuka, you suck. Silence from Sakuya. It's making me feel kind of terrified.
あなたたち
Oh no.
はい。
バカ
She says this in a low, heavy voice, and I can hear her irritation as she says the word fools.
せっかくナオがいろいろ骨を折って私だって苦労して初対面を装っていたというのに
そうかな。
Oh, that's kind of sad. Well, it's sad for Sakuya, because, I mean, I guess they were being considerate for Asuka, seeing as she didn't remember any of this, but... This is Asuka herself, okay? The person that you were keeping this all from. She does not seem that affected by this. Just in the way that, like, it's not, like, destroy... I mean, I guess because she hasn't actually remembered it all, but... This is the person who you were keeping everything from, and... Yeah, you know? Like, it's her memories, yeah? Ugh. It's a complicated situation. Come to think of it, Sakuya isn't really acting much like her usual self. What a ferocious glare just now. Yikes.
あ、いや、ごめん。私が勝手に運命感じてただけかも。
運命
学校で初めて咲夜と会った時、星が見えたりだとか。
そう
That's cute. Huh? Sakuya seems to be blushing a little.
まあ聞いてしまったのは仕方ないわこのことナオには
Don't talk about this. Definitely don't talk about this now. Especially the fact that we're not on her route. We are not gonna be okay. especially you, Sakuya. You're not gonna be okay. Okay, maybe you will be. Cause now, no, I think she'll be fine actually. Cause now has been wanting to support us, despite like still being in love with us. You know, she's wanted to support us throughout the entire time, despite like her doing her own thing with trying to make us forget.
まだ言ってない。
言わない方がいいかもしれないわね余計な心配させるだけだわ
Okay, no, that's better. That's smart.
そっか。
Thought she was gonna tell us to tell her. That's good.
それでいつきから話を聞いてあなたはどうなのいつきの話がきっかけになって記憶が戻ったというようなことではなさそうだけれど
っていうか私って記憶喪失だったんだなーって。
は
ちょっと物覚えが悪くてちっちゃい頃のことを覚えてないだけかなーって思ってたから。
Sakuya keeps silent again. It's so scary. I really hope she forgives me.
大バカ
She's not happy. She finishes me off in a single stroke.
呆れるわあなたにもそしてあなたのことをおもんばかっていた私にも
そこでキレられてもどうしようもないっていうか。ごめんなさい。
Sakuya shakes her head as I apologize to her reflexively.
いいわ別に謝ってもらいたいわけではないもの謝らせるならいつきねナオとの約束を破ってまあきっと謝らないでしょうけどあれは
Okay, so I think the reason Sakuya is so upset here is because they broke their not promise to Nao. At least that's why. Not more for Itsuki or for Nao. Not more for Asuka herself remembering. That's pretty interesting actually. That's kind of nice of them to even if it's not really, it's very controversial to keep Sakuya's or Asuka's past from her. I think it's kind of nice of them to do that for now, I guess. I don't know.
あれ呼ばわり。でも。
何？
いつきさんから聞いたおかげで分かったこともあって。
I'm not sure whether this is the right time to say this.
文化祭の時のキス。
Sakuya's cheeks are bright red.
あれって、私たちが相思相愛だったから、なんだよね。
That might have also been the reason why the kiss gave me a happy feeling inside.
違うわ。あれは、そうじゃなくて、あれは
言わない。何も覚えてない人には。
She reminds me a bit of a sulking child. There's something cute about it.
も
I agree
う。
with that. I agree with that.
いつきは、私とアスカが結ばれればいいと考えているようなの。
Is that what it was?
ああ。
I told her to go back to the one she used to. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, she did say that. That's what Misitsuki told me. So she was talking about me when she said the one she used to love.
その気はないって言っているのに。
Sakuya isn't leaving any room for misunderstanding.
じゃあ、なんでキス？
説明しません。知りたかったら自分で思い出すことね。
Oh, that's mean. Oh, come on. It's clear she's not gonna tell me. Those words she said after the kiss could probably be a hint. I've given it back.
思い出さずに済むのなら思い出さない方がいいわ。施設のことなんて。
Sakuya looks at me with a deadly serious expression as she tells me this. I'm not sure how to respond to that. Yeah, I
それ
honestly...
じゃあ、お邪魔しました。
I can see why they would hide this from her. That facility was freaking messed up and must have been a very traumatizing experience for them. Not even with just like the experiments, just even the fire and stuff like that. That sounds, yeah. Having said what we had to say, I decided it's time to go.
くれぐれもナオには黙っておきなさい。私もいつきによく言っておくから。でもアスカに隠し事ができるともあまり思えないけれど。
Oh, you have a very good point there.
どんだけポンコツって思われてるんだろう。
よく知っているだけよ。施設ではいろいろとね。
She also did just reveal the secret before, so there's really not any saving you here, any helping you here, Asuka. Sakuya yawns.
あくびだ。
I can't help pointing.
ここのところあまり寝れていないのよ。家のことや学校もあるし悪かったわね。
悪いなんて言ってないよ。そっか、大変だね。
なら余計なことは言わないで。
That's adorable. Sorry, that's really cute. It's kind of cute how she gets sulky whenever she gets embarrassed. Though she's scary at the same time.
おやすみなさい、アスカ。
おやすみ、さくや。今日は早めに寝た方がいいよ。
そうするわ。
After exchanging goodnight, Sakuya moves to close the door when...
これ以上昨夜に近づかないで。
Huh?
また刺されたくなかったらね。
I freaking knew it! Wait, where did that come from just now? Wait! Dude! Wait! Holy! Okay! right! I was right! I just told myself I was wrong! I literally was just saying I was wrong before. I was right! It's a split personality thing. What the heck? Is it when she, like, falls asleep or something? Gets tired? I don't know. Wow! So, you're telling me that's actually how it went down? Sakuya kissed us on the roof. She left. Then, 2 minutes later, she came back and stabbed us. I had thought that was ridiculous all this time. But no, so she left. Then 2 minutes later she became Kyoko. Kyoko came back and stabbed us. What the heck? Wow. The door clicks shut. I can't move a muscle.
今のって、京子、だった。なおちゃん、なおちゃん、なおちゃん、な
What the heck?
おちゃん、なおちゃん、なおちゃん、なおちゃん。何お姉ちゃん。階段！本当にあった怖い話。
Bro.
聞きたいの？最近新ネタは仕入れてなくて。あ、でも、資料室の泣き女の続きが、そうじゃなくて。死者の霊がついてるかもしれない。咲夜に。
Now it stares at me blankly, but then she proves once again what a great sister she is.
お姉ちゃん、落ち着いて話聞かせてくれる？
Is it a good idea to tell her? How much are you gonna tell her, Asuka? Now responds to me with compassion.
だよね。
But in order to explain this to her, I'll have to tell her everything. I'll have to tell her what I know. And that wouldn't only be about Sakuya.
私の過去のことも、施設にいたこととか。
And if I talk about that, I'll be stepping into territory which now has been hiding from me. I wonder if it's okay to do that. Having just done now's route, I don't think I can recommend it. Unless you want to get, like, tied up and thrown to the ground again.
本当はもっと早くしてなくちゃダメだったんだ。こんな大事な話。
Don't you... Wait, no, she does not know how she lost her memories in the first place. Crap. I resolve myself and take a deep breath.
一から話すね。
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We haven't chosen any options. We haven't chosen any bad ending options, either. We're fine. Oh, no. We talk until deep into the night. I'm actually very curious about her reaction to this. The next day, Sakuya has to go back home, so she's only attending the morning classes. Because of her recent absences, I heard she has to take supplementary classes on Sundays too, every week. Miss Itsuki has come to school as usual. I told her I wanted to ask her during lunch break about what happened.
さて、聞きたい話ってのは？
Oh, no! Hey, I like this development. So she's ain't angry. In fact, she's like helping us, I guess.
セーブしました。
Crap, no. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Oh crap. No! No. We're not doing that. Oh yeah, we are doing that. Sorry, I'm getting PTSD from when I
セーブしました。
accidentally skipped ahead, or accidentally loaded at a different save. Misitsuki is the one to open up the conversation, but now comes in to interrupt her.
その前に。
なんだよ、お幸妹。
お姉ちゃんに話しちゃったでしょ。いろいろ。言わないって約束だったのに。
Yeah. Talking to Nao about everything yesterday was definitely a big deal, but she told me that she already had a faint intuition that Misitsuki had told me about the past. Well, I'm really bad at hiding things from her after all. According to Nao's story, when I was little, I was put into Haizawa Pediatrics Research Center after being diagnosed with a disease that was going to be very difficult to treat. But actually, this disease was made up by the clinic. Or by the research facility, rather. The reality was just as Misitsuki had told me. Nao also told me that it was true that on open campus day, she asked Sakuya and Miss Itsuki to act as if they were meeting for the first time. After talking everything through, Nao apologized for having lied to me. I'm surprised by the extreme seriousness of Nao's apology. Of course I forgive her, but the seriousness in Nao's tone seems strange to me. You forgave her? You forgave her? I'm not too sure if it's okay to forgive her. I mean, I guess because okay. No, don't be scared. It's okay to have forgiven her this time because she didn't tell us yet that she's the cause of the research clinic or whatever. So we can forgive her for just that. But if she had told us about the other things and we forgave her for it'd be pretty bad. But we're good. We're okay. We're okay, don't worry. I will not worry.
そんな怒りっぽく思われてるのかな、私。
It seems like she thinks she has to get down on all fours and beg for my forgiveness. Yeah. But it's not like I was going to be angry about it at all. Now I was glaring sharply at Miss Itsuki, but Miss Itsuki lightly laughs it off.
いやー、私嘘つくの苦手でさ。心苦しくて。
はぁ。いつきさんって。
Now I start saying something, but...
なんでもない。それより大事なお話しよう。ね、お姉ちゃん。
Well, I'm glad that she's helping us.
そうだね。でさ、いつきさん。今日の本題。
あった。くそ。まだ痛むな。
Miss Itsuki grimaces painfully as she turns her head to look at me. It still hurts?
で、何？
まず昨日なんでカラオケ屋さんに来なかったの？連絡も取れなかったし。
ああ、それ。監禁されてた。
監禁？それって、京子に？
やっぱそっちにも行ってたか。そうだよ。スタンガンでね。首の後ろ、バチバチってやられて。いつの間にあんなもん手に入れたんだか。
That is a great question. What the heck? I mean, if you can freaking get a gun, I wouldn't be surprised Sakuya can find a freaking stun gun. The reason behind yesterday's trouble had been Kyoko, and Miss Itsuki also knows about it. She knows about this Kyoko, who seems to live inside Sakuya.
聞かせて。京子のこと。亡くなってるんだよね。
ああ、そうだな。もともと昨日話そうと思ってたとこだったし、ちょうどいいや。昼休み中に終わらなかったら、続きはウェブで。
ねえからウェブ。お姉ちゃん、言葉遣い。
一番大事なことは、最初に言っとくよ。京子は、昨夜のことが好きだったんだ。
Oh, whoa. Okay, actual incest.
なんとなく、そんな気はしてた。
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. It's kind of weird for... if not, then it's kind of weird for... I mean, I guess that would just mean she's very overprotective. A very overprotective sister. But if not, I was gonna say it's kind of weird for her to be, stabbing us after Sakuya kisses us, you know?
姉妹で、か。
No. That's very funny for you to say. I can see a mix of different expressions on Nao's face. Maybe because of everything we talked about last night.
昨夜、もしかして、京子さんの霊に取り憑かれてる？
I mean, seeing as there... I was gonna say she could just be delusional, but seeing as there's actual supernatural stuff going on in this game, it's very much possible.
霊が取り付く？おい、階段か？私を怖がらそうって言うなら。
違うそうじゃなくて。
そうか。まあでも、なんていうか、似たようなもんかもしれないな。
Now and I exchange glances at Miss Itsuki's vague words.
昨夜の中に京子の意識がいる。それは事実だ。昨夜がさ、幼い頃手術を受けてるって話って知ってる？
私は昨夜からちらっと。
それ、京子から臓器提供を受けてるんだ。施設が火事になった時の一件でね。
After both now and I are lost for words.
それが。
まあ黙って聞いてるよ。火事の中で昨夜は重傷、京子は死亡。昨夜は落ちてきた建材が腹に刺さって臓器をひどく損傷してて、助かるには臓器移植しかなかった。で、見ればおあつらい向きに臓器提供にはうってつけの親族の体がそこに転がってました。で、昨夜は助かった。なあ、人の意識、魂ってどこに宿ってると思う？
魂？頭とか。
The heart, the head.
何の根拠もないだろ、それ。昨夜の中にいる京子の魂は、京子の臓器に宿ってるもんだ。
Okay, so this isn't a case of. This definitely is not a case of delusion. It's the real thing. So the real Kyoko's soul is actually in Sakuya. That's kind of scary. What are you supposed to do about that except get like another transplant? All the more reasonable since they do have superpowers. Like powers, I mean.
本人がそう言ってるから、とりあえず私は信じてる。調べたところ似たような話がないでもないみたいだし。
臓器に宿った魂。信じられない。
Okay, maybe not. Noted to never get a organ transplant.
でも、ナオも聞いたことある。同じ話。ナオちゃんが言うなら信じてもいいかな。
おい、別にいいけど。何にしろ問題はここからだ。京子はたまに表に出てくることはあってもおとなしいもんだった。昨夜の生活を邪魔したくないって。私もそれに協力してて、京子が出てくるのは私と話し合って決めた時だけ。だいたい月1回くらい。京子も納得してたはずだった。
はず。そうじゃなくなってたんだね。
ああ、帝都看護に入って抜けことアスカと再会したあたりからな。
So does that mean the person that, or like Itsuki getting stabbed by Sakuya that once was possibly Kyoko? I mean, it still could have been Sakuya, but I mean, I can see it more likely being Kyoko than Sakuya, seeing as Kyoko stabbed Asuka, so.
私と？
そうさ。たく、なんで昨夜も抜け子も看護学校に入るなんて考えたんだか。
And one thing, I'm very glad that Nao is not she's not a yandere. It's definitely Kyoko that's the yandere though. Why did I want to go to nursing school? Why did I have the idea to become a nurse? Because of that picture book, The Girl Who Chased Stars. It all started with that scribble that was written on the last page saying, I'm gonna be a nurse. Yes, I wanted to ask about that too today.
さ、私、覚えてないちっちゃい頃。 その施設にいたって頃に将来看護師になるって思ったみたいなんだけど、なんでだか知らない？一緒にいたっていういつきさんなら。
施設にいた頃に？
そう、多分。
知らないな。聞いたことない。っていうかさ、あんた。昔のあんたが看護師になりたいなんて思うようなやつじゃなかったよ。バカで自己中で、かっこつけの乱暴者で、人の世話するどころか、人に迷惑かけてばっかりのムカつくバカガキでさ。
ひどい言われようだ。バカって3回も言うし。
スーパー事実。看護師になりたいなんて嘘じゃねって感じ。もしも万が一、事実だとしたら。
Misutsuki keeps silent for a moment.
昨夜なら、知ってるかもな。
昨夜が？
That night.
おやすみなさい、お姉ちゃん。おやすみ。
I get into bed after exchanging goodnights with Now, but I don't feel sleepy at
星
all.
を追う人。
I open up the picture book and start reading. The picture book with the scribble on the last page, I'm gonna be a nurse. It seems to be a children's book, but the content is pretty hard to grasp. Philosophical and abstract in a way.
これ、本当に私の持ち物なのかな？
It does have my name, Asuka, written on the front page, so I assume it was. As I'm thinking these things, I flip through the pages and stare at them. Two travelers without names are talking to each other under a starry sky. Hey, do you like looking at the stars? Yes, I like it, but I don't do it so often. That's so odd. Why not? Whenever I look at the stars, they seem so far away, and it makes me feel sad. I understand, but I think that's normal. I raise my voice without thinking. Flustered, I cover my mouth. I look at the pages again and again with a stunned expression. It reminds me of that one time when I went home with Sakuya on the rain.
アスカは星を見るのが好きなの？
好きだけど、あまり見ないかな。
それは不思議ね。どうしてかしら？
いや、だって、見ると、うわー遠いなーって思っちゃって。
ああ、それはわかるわ。
Wow.
本
でも、それは普通のことよ。
当？絵本の中と同じ会話してた。
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Does that mean that book is definitely related to them? But does that mean that Asuka was just doing that? She was saying that unconsciously saying that? Because it's like that book is very important to her or something like that. That's very interesting. How could that be possible? Coincidence? Could that possibly happen by coincidence? I probably read this book when I was little, so it could be possible that it remained somewhere in the back of my mind, which caused me to respond in the same way, and Sakuya too. Yeah, that worded it way better than me, but yeah, that's really interesting.
昨夜も読んでたってこと？
Something in my head seems to click into place. A kid's picture book that's hard to understand. A picture book that someone like me probably would have never liked or read. In that case...
これって、昨夜のだったり。
I could have never imagined that to be true, but could it? Since I heard from Miss Itsuki about the past, that we grew up together, I guess there could be a possibility. And if that were the case, my heart suddenly starts racing out of excitement.
プレゼント？それとも借りっぱなしで返してないとか？うわ、ダメじゃん。
Anyway,
だとしたら、昨夜なら知ってるかもしれない。
the reason why I wanted to become a nurse. Sakuya went home today and is spending the night there, but she did say that she'd come to school tomorrow. I can't call her at this hour, and texting her about this would be a bit awkward.
明日聞いてみよう。眠れないよ。そうはそうは。
I'm in the classroom before class is starting, feeling nervous.
お姉ちゃん？なんでもないよ、なんでも。
I force a smile on my face as Nao looks at me suspiciously. So, one thing, Asuka has not told anyone about how Kyoko freaking stabbed her. I think she should tell them about that. Nao knows that she was stabbed, but I think that she should be more worried about who stabbed us. I can't keep my attention away from my bag, which is sitting at my feet. That's because the picture book, The Girl Who Chased the Stars, is inside. Don't give that back to her. That's yours. I'm pretty sure that's yours. From seeing Nao's route. I wonder if Sakuya would be arriving soon.
遅いね。いつきさんはいつもだけど、咲夜さん、だいたい直たちより先に来てるのに、学校休むのかな？
It wouldn't be that strange. After all, she said that since her mother died last autumn, a lot has been going on in her family. They have to determine how the Takeda family will go on operating in the future. Though I don't have any idea about the circumstances of important families. And suddenly...
メール。いつきさんだ。
I noticed that Itsuki just sent a message on my smartphone.
いつきさん？なんだろう。
I touched the display of the smartphone and opened the message. Sakuya's collapsed. She's in the hospital. What? Oh no. I jumped, kicking my chair back in the process.
どうしたのお姉ちゃん。咲夜が倒れたって。私行かなきゃ。ちょっと待って。ダメだよ、すぐに。
And suddenly...
またメール。
I impatiently open it. It's not a big deal, so you can wait until after school to come see her. Don't even think about skipping classes.
読まれてた。
With a heavy heart, I sit back down. Now it peeks at the display of my smartphone.
本当だ。こう書いてるなら大丈夫ってことだよ。信じよう、お姉ちゃん。でも。
Am I going to trust Miss Itsuki?
というよりこんなんじゃ授業に集中できない。だね。
Good thing we have an owl here. Good thing. After school, I hurried to the hospital where Sakuya was taken. It's the first time I've ever been to Sakuya's hometown. I asked for Sakuya's room number at the reception. Soon after, I'm knocking on her door.
はい。どうぞ。
Hearing her voice more energetic than I'd expected, tears of relief moistened my eyes. Okay. That's Sakuya. Good. It's not Kyoko. We're good. So why the heck did she collapse?
セーブしました。
Whoops. Sakuya tries to get upright as she sees my face, but I tell her to stay down.
すまないわね。
I expect her to press the issue, but she obediently follows my suggestion.
学校に行く準備をして階段を降りてる途中にね。
She doesn't seem any different than usual to me. She's talking in her usual dignified voice.
足を踏み外して落ちてしまったの。それほど高くはなかったのだけど。
Okay. Interesting. I thought like Kyoko did something, but no, I guess not.
大丈夫なの？
大丈夫じゃないから入院しているのよ。
そっか、ごめん。
冗談よ。怪我は大したことはないの。むしろ問題は過労らしいわ。
過労？
ここのところ実家のことでも忙しかったし、 それで遅れる学業を取り戻すのでも忙しかったし、自分では平気なつもりでいたけれど、体はごまかせないわね。階段から落ちるなんて。
それで、
先生にも勧められて、1週間ほど入院することになったわ。
1週間も？
過労だけで、と考えると大げさだけれど、話したことがあるでしょ？昔、長期入院していたことがあると。そのこともあって、念のためにということらしいわ。個室になったのも、それが理由のようね。
いつきさんが言ってた、臓器移植。
I heard the details only recently, though. So that's why she has to stay for a whole week. So does Sakuya know about the split personality thing? Maybe she has to know, right? Maybe she doesn't. It must be rough. It must be rough, I think to myself. The issue of her body getting behind on classes and all of the other family issues.
そっか。
ええ。
でも大丈夫だよ、昨夜なら。すぐ授業も追いついて。
いいえ。留年することにしたわ。
Every timeline, man! Every freaking timeline, please! Please just give us one timeline where she does not have to repeat.
Huh?
Please. I heard what Sakuya just said, but it doesn't immediately register. I'm frozen into place.
来年、私はもう一度2年生をするの。
ちょっと待って、そんな。
なぜアスカが取り乱すの？もう決めたことよ。来年になれば、さすがに実家も落ち着いているだろうし、授業のことで先生方に迷惑をかけることもないし、これが一番現実的で良い選択だと思うわ。
It sounds logical. What Sakuya is saying does make perfect sense.
少し時間が欲しかったところだし、ほら、日記を持ってきているの。
I mean, it definitely makes perfect sense, but in Asuka's situation here, I don't think she would want her to do that because obviously she's not going to see her anymore. In the same classes, in the same schedule, that kind of thing.
あ、お母さんの？
ええ、読むことにしたの。ゆっくりとね。それに、それだけじゃなくて。
お？
I tilt my head as Sakuya breaks off her sentence in a bit of a curious spot.
なんでもないわ。そうね。休学は、いつきも賛成してくれているの。
いつきさんも？
正直、授業の遅れを埋められないでいたから、それを知っているのよ、いつきは。
そうなんだ。うん。
だから、これでいいのよ。
そうだね。ずっと大変そうだったし。2年の勉強、難しいもんね。無理しないのがいいと思う。私も、賛成。
言葉と裏腹の顔よ、アスカ。残念に思ってくれるのなら、少し嬉しいわ。
I nod.
昨夜と一緒に看護師になれたらいいなって思ってたから。あ、ごめんね、勝手なこと。
いいえ、構わないわ。
Sakuya keeps sighing after saying this. In a way that it seems like she's trying to endure some pain. Oh, yeah.
昨夜にそんな顔させたくない。
No, I think she's literally feeling pain. Like physically, actually. I cannot keep sounding like this. Oh no, okay, I guess like mentally. Oh, probably physically as well. Seeing as she fell down the stairs. Okay.
しました。
She just said I cannot keep silent like this. I don't think she would want us to repeat a year as well, personally. I mean, I'm not too sure actually. Maybe she would, maybe she wouldn't. She does not seem happy at all, though. We don't either. And accepting this would just be... No, accepting this would just be going down the other routes. We're not... I hate this timeline, man. Every single timeline that we've experienced so far, now Zenohara's, she repeats a year. I want to prevent this in her route. So... Ooh, we'll see. Please work. With a foolish smile on my face, I say.
そうだ、私も留年しちゃおっかな。そしたら昨夜と一緒に。
Nope.
やめなさい。
Her words are short and dispassionate. I feel as if I've been cut down with any hesitation on her part.
もし、わざとそんな真似をしたら絶対許さない。心の底から、アスカを軽蔑するわ。
She glares at me with great intensity.
はい、すみません。
My heart feels heavy.
やれやれね。しっかりなさい。あなたの場合、一生懸命取り組んでギリギリといったところでしょ？
Was that the right choice? I hope that was the right choice to pick. I don't know, it did not seem right. We'll see. If it's not, I'm sorry for putting you guys through this. Let's just get through it.
もしやれるだけのことをやって、それでも留年してしまったら、一緒にもう一度、2年生をやりましょう。その時は、またクラスメートね。
なんか、すごい留年したくなくなってきた。
頑張りなさい。いつきにも言っておくわ。アスカのことを見てやってと。いえ、ナオがいるから大丈夫かしらね。
いつきさんは遠慮します。
The atmosphere in the room is lighter now. Maybe thanks to changing the subject to Miss Itsuki. Yeah, I feel relieved. And then...
あ、そうだ。ちょっといいかな。
There was one other reason why I've come visiting her today. I nudged my bag, which is lying at my feet. Sakuya looks at me dubiously.
何かしら、アスカ。
Oh crap. I did not hear all that.
じゃじゃん。
I pull out the picture book out of my bag. The girl who chased the stars.
それ、
前に話したことあったよね。私が帝都看護に入った理由。絵本の最後のページにしてあった落書きのこと。これがその絵本なの。で、これさ、もともとは、昨夜のじゃないかな。
I look right into her eyes as I say this. Sakuya stares right back at me.
もしかしたら、私、
Sakuya's eyes seem to be looking both at me and at the picture book in my hands.
私、昨夜のために看護師に。
ごめんなさい。知らないわ。
Huh? Yo, why are you lying?
古いもののようだから、確かに施設にいた頃のものかもしれないけれど、私は見たことがないわね。
Why are you lying?
そうなの？でも待って、ね。
帰って、アスカ。お見舞いに来てくれてありがとう。
Why are you lying?
でも、学校もあるのだから、もう来なくていいわ。
ちょっと待って、昨夜。
いいから帰って。そして、もう来ないで。
Oops. Yikes.
昨夜？
I think it was a very, crap, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Let's just continue for now. Oh, it's a very sensitive topic. Yeah. Yeah, it's as if she's trying to chase me away. Or no, that's exactly what she's doing. I leave the room and enter the hallway, feeling all alone.
わけわかんない。怒らせた？で でもなんで
I don't understand.
もう来るなって。確かに学校はあるけど。
I look about the ceiling inside the hallway.
そんなこと言われても、どうしよう。
What? Okay, so that was the right choice. Yeah, that was the right choice from before. Yes. But another one so soon? Game, why? You are being so
セーブしまし
evil.
た。
I'll go every day. Maybe I'll go like every 3 days. That looks hesitant, Asuka. No. We have to be pushy about this, right? Also, she's only gonna be here for a week. So, like, I'll go every day. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. Oh no, maybe this wasn't it. When they give us a text dialogue, a full-tone text dialogue like this, I'm not too sure. I don't know what to do, but of course, I act like I've forgotten about Sakuya's words and proceed to visit the hospital every day. I've now visited her 3 days in a row, pretending as if nothing happened. This might have. I think this was the wrong. Wrong answer, because that's pretty insensitive. Maybe not. She looks happy. Maybe not. Okay, maybe that was the right choice. Sakuya smiles at me joyfully.
もし見舞いのせいで成績が落ちたりしたら、終わりのない地獄を見せるわ。
He just said something super scary with a straight face. What a terrifying aura.
します勉強
So, that's why I've started bringing my study materials to Sakuya's room to get some studying done during my visits.
まったく、しょうがないアスカね。
So in the end, even though she thinks I'm hopeless, Sakuya has started accepting my visits. And then, another day.
じゃじゃーん来たよ、サクヤ
She's only in here for a week, right?
想像しいわね。静かに。子供じゃないのだから、分別をつけなさい。
No, this was the right choice. Alright, cool.
はい。
I've only entered the room 3 seconds ago. She's already scolding me. I could cry.
気を取り直して。サクヤ。今日はお土産持ってきてるんだ。
お土産？
うん、そう。病院来る途中、美味しそうなケーキ屋さんがあってさ。サクヤがどんなケーキ好きかわかんなかったから、適当に選んだけど。
Saying this, I present her with a stylish-looking cake box. I brought a king tea mousse. I bought a green tea mousse cake for myself and for Sakuya. Oh, what the? I hate this. Don't. Another one.
セーブしました。
Another one. It's not even been 15 minutes since the first choice option. Oh, this is annoying. A bitter gâteau chocolate. A cute shortcake. I don't remember our past with Sakuya enough to do this. At least the past dialogue. Maybe it was this, but it would be a nice gap if it was this. No, but genuinely. Oh crap, guys. I don't even think that we're even on the the road towards a good ending. Holy. Oh, I'm not. Okay.
ガトーショコラです。
Okay.
これは？
なんか、サクヤに似合いそうだなって。
Please.
苦味が効いているところが、かしら？
That's why I kind of chose that, but I hope, please.
違うよ。大人っぽくて、でも甘いみたいな。
冗談よ。ありがとう。いただくわ。
He ate. Okay. Maybe yes. Maybe. I'm trying to remember past interactions with Sakuya. She didn't really say that she was a... Has she ever said that she's a fan of sweets before? Like non-bitter stuff? She doesn't really drink coffee, right? She drinks tea. I'm not too sure. Oh, I don't know. I feel relieved to see her smile. She seems satisfied with the taste as well, so I'm glad. Okay. Oh, and the green tea mousse cake is amazingly delicious too. Is it mousse or mousse? Mousse? I'm very satisfied with my selection. Okay. If you say so, Asuka. If you say so. So? Maybe because I'm already coming every day, but neither Miss Itsuki nor Now have been visiting that often. Merely sending her a message now and then to ask her how she's doing. Also, a servant of the Takeda family sometimes show up to bring her some things. It's always the same person, so I've got to know her.
何を聞いてるの？
Oh. While Sakuya has been in the hospital, most of the time she's either been reading her mother's diary or listening to music on her MP3 player. I've been wondering why she doesn't just let it play out loud, because she's got a private room anyway.
クラシックよ。アスカが聞いたら眠くなるような。ね。
ああ。
勉強中に聞かせでもしたら、それこそ瞬殺でしょうね。
It's apparently the reason why she isn't playing it loud. It's kind of shocking. So, like this, I've started feeling quite at home in Sakuya's hospital room. One day, I'm in her hospital room as usual. It's a rainy day.
で、何か。
As usual, I'm studying my textbooks. Sakuya is quietly reading her mother's diary. She's listening to music. She's not listening to music today. It's almost as if we're having the faint sound of the rain outside as our background music. That's nice.
雨。
I listen to the sound of the rain.
雨。
It's so quiet in the hospital room.
雨か。
Sakuya isn't responding to my mutters.
思い出すな。あいあい傘。あれでちょっと距離が縮まったような気がしたんだよね。寮に戻ったら鍵なくてさ。あれは焦ったな。でも
鬱陶しいわね。静かに自習していられないの？
ごめん。なんか黙ってられなくて。
私の言う通りにできないなら追い出すだけよ。
黙ってます。
まったく。
Having shown her disapproval of my foolishness, she returns to her diary. I look at the profile of her face as she's reading.
綺麗だな。
When I think about it, ever since meeting her, I've always been fascinated by her beauty.
見てよ、昨夜の顔。
She might scold me again if she notices, though.
そっくりな双子。京子と並んでるところ、絵になっただろうな。
Definitely don't bring that up. Thinking these things, I continue appreciating the sight of her face's profile when suddenly...
え？
Sakuya flips through the pages of her diary and frowns.
どうしたの？昨夜？
ページが破れてるわ。
Who else would do that but Kyoko herself?
Huh?
Surprised, I approach Sakuya's bedside. I look at the diary just opened up in Sakuya's lap.
ほんとだ。
Some pages have been ripped out of the diary. They were ripped out cleanly and completely.
それも何ページも。10？いえ、それ以上かしら。
Wow.
何日分くらい？
必ず毎日書いていたわけじゃないようだからわからないけれど、半月、長くて1月分くらいかしらね。
そんなに？どういうことなんだろう。
そう。
Sakuya keeps on staring intently at the spot where the pages had been ripped out.
昨夜？
She isn't responding to me. She seems to be deeply caught up in something.
何か気になることあるのかな？
When?
まあないものは仕方ないわ。 続きを読むしかなさそうね。
そうだね。
アスカは実習に戻りなさい。こっちを見るなとまでは言わないけれど、ほどほどにすることよ。
So she noticed.
バレてた。そんな素振り全然なかったのに。
当然よ。私を誰だと思っているの？
Man, she's great.
世界一美人な武田咲也さんです。
それは、ありがとう。
And cute. She's great and cute. It's so adorable seeing her blushing like that.
好きだな。
That's what's going through my mind right now. But if I were to tell her that this time, it would sound as if I'm only attracted by her looks, so I don't say it. Though it's true that I really did fall in love with her looks. She knows I'm looking at her. She knows I'm looking at her. I feel as if she knows exactly what's going on inside me.
平常心、平常心。
もう、
Man, look at these two. Well, these things happen.
アスカ？アスカ？
教科書に集中してた。
それはいいけれど、もう夜よ。帰った方がいいわ。
ああ、ほんとだ。
I look outside the window.
面会時間も終わりだね。帰るよ。しょっと。
I put my books back into the bag and get ready to leave.
じゃあ、また明日。
無理に来なくていいのに。
聞こえない。
I laugh as I say this and turn towards the door.
待って、アスカ。
何？
I face Sakuya again as she calls out to stop me.
そういえば、これ、いつきに渡してもらえる？
Sakuya hands me the key.
それって。
寮の部屋の鍵よ。いつきからなくしてしまったから合鍵を作りたいと連絡をもらっていたの。学校で会った時にでも渡しておいてもらえる？実家通いだからっていい加減なんだから。
いいけど。
急ぎではないけれど、よろしくね。
確かに。
Sakuya hands me the key.
忘れずに頼むわ。しっかりね。
それじゃ。
Sakuya's words, or rather, the way she said them, caught my attention.
さくや、お大事に。
I leave the room on a bright note. The rain has stopped by the time I reach the dorm. I see light inside my room from outside, so now it seems to be raining. My stomach is making rumbling noises.
お腹すいた。ただいまー。おかえり、お姉ちゃん。お腹空いてるでしょ？ちょうどご飯できたところだよ。
Oh, you're great now.
すごい！あなたは予知能力者か。ここのところ毎日だもん。面会時間から考えたらだいたいわかるよ。なるほど。でもすごい。テーブルに並べておくから、その間に手とか洗っておいて。あいあい。
I go to the bathroom, wash my hands, and come back into the room.
そうだ、なおちゃん。何？今日って、いつきさんと話したりした？学校終わってから？かな？電話でちょっと話したかな。大したことは別に。でも、結構話しちゃった。あの人しつこいんだもん。1時間くらい？ 2 時間。途中から売り言葉に買い言葉みたいになって。お仲いいなぁ。よくないよ。おかげでご飯の準備間に合わなくなりそうだったもん。なるほど。それは困る。でしょ？だから、用もないのに電話してこないでって言ってるんだけど。私が毎日咲夜のところに行ってるからかな。
That's my thought on it, but I have a feeling that I shouldn't say it out loud.
それがどうかしたの？なんでもない。ご飯食べよう。いただきまーす。
I was just wondering if Miss Itsuki might have said anything about the key. But I suppose there would be no reason for her to say anything about that to now. That night, as I'm lying in my bed, I type a message to Miss Itsuki. Miss Sakuya handed me the key to your dorm room. I'll give it to you tomorrow at school. I send it. It might not be something which I really have to send a message about in advance, but still.
忘れずに頼むわ。しっかりね。
There was just something about the way Sakuya had said that. And immediately, I receive a reply, a short and blunt reply. What is this about?
What?
Oh no! I type a reply. It's the key to your dorm room. Didn't you want to make a copy because you lost yours? I send it and immediately receive a reply. I have my key. I never lost it. Oh no!
はい？
I slip out of bed and head towards the door of Sakuya and Miss Itsuki's room.
昨夜の勘違いじゃないよね。
Definitely not. I'm worried. Losing a key and wanting to make a copy is a pretty big deal, so I don't think there could be any misunderstanding about that.
忘れずに頼むわ。しっかりね。
あそこまで念を押されたし、
I take another look at the key in my
しっ
hand.
かりって、何をしっかりなんだろ
Why did she entrust me with her key?
う。いや、本当に託されたのかわかんないけど。
She wants us to go to her room or something? Is there something in her room that she wants us to find or something like that? I don't have a choice but to check. I slide the key inside the keyhole and slowly turn it. Or is this a trap from set by Kyoko or something? Maybe not. That was Sakuya speaking.
なんか緊張する。
Going inside the room while they're not there. It feels a bit like I'm committing some kind of crime, honestly, yeah. My heart is racing inside in my chest, though I'm unaware of it. My hand gropes for the light switch.
よし、着いた。
That's better. I turn on the light inside the room.
着いたものの、
I look around the room, but don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
仮に、昨夜が私に部屋に入らせようと考えていたとしたら、
Detective Asuka on the job.
私に何をさせたいからなんだろう。
I don't know. Maybe find the missing pages from the diary? If they're even there. I'd assume they're probably at her house or something. Maybe not. Detective Asuka still on the job.
全然わかんない。
Find an idea. Detective Asuka failing the job. Well, we're talking about me after all. Hunter of the brains of a jellyfish.
替えの下着が足りなくなって、それを持ってきてほしいとか。恥ずかしくて直接は言えなくて。
I walked to her closed drawers and randomly opened all the drawers from top to bottom. The uppermost drawer is exactly the one with panties. Well, I keep mine in the uppermost drawer as well. TMI. They're neatly folded and arranged. I take one into my hand and unfold it. Bro, Asuka, what are you doing? It's got frills. I didn't expect her to wear such cute panties. What am I doing? What are you doing?
いや、変態か、私。
Flustered, I shake my head and put the panties back. I close the drawers.
多分違うよな。私に頼むのが恥ずかしいんだとしたら、家の人に頼めばいいんだし。ダメだ、わかんない。
I sit down on the floor and lean against the side of the bed. I look up at the ceiling.
ぼー。
My mind is completely blank. I really have no idea.
しっかりなんだ？
I don't know. For a while, I continue sitting there with my blank mind.
明日昨夜に聞いてみよう。
I have a feeling we might not see Sakuya tomorrow. Or something like that. I stand back up as I come to this conclusion. Or rather, I try to stand up.
足しびれてる足。
I wasn't even sitting that long. I wonder if I was sitting in some weird way. It's really completely numb. I can't resist the sensation and draw it back to the ground.
しびしびが。
Bro, this clown. People really are so totally powerless against a tingly numb foot. The person who could invent a technique that instantly turns a numb foot back to normal would probably receive some sort of incredible pride.
そんなことよりしびれが。は？
Just as I'm rolling on the ground in agony, the little gap under the bed enters my field of vision. I see something dropped far under the bed.
なんだろう。ゴミ？
It looks away, like a crumpled piece of paper squeezed into a ball. Something's lighting up in my mind. And just as I reach my hand under the bed,
しびれが。なんのこれしき。
Making such a big fuss all by myself, I somehow managed to reach my hand far enough to grab the paper. I sit down, leaning against the bed once again. The tingly sensation has mostly subsided. I'm holding the crumpled paper ball in my hand. It doesn't seem to be just one paper, but several, maybe even more than 10.
ページが破れてるわ。それも何ページも。10。いえ、それ以上かしら。
I remember about Sakuya's mother's diary, about the pages that I swear it's gonna give us the option if we read them or not, or just give them to her.
これ。
It has to be.
でも、なんでベッドの下に？放り捨てたみたいに。
Or
昨夜の目から隠すみたいに。もしかして京子が。
I don't have anything to base that on, and I can't prove it, but I can't help thinking so. I'm not sure if it would be alright for me to read them. Most likely it wouldn't. I can't resist my curiosity, however. I take a big gulp and slowly straighten the papers out. Oh, okay, it's not even giving us the option. Uncrumpling the papers is making a lot of noise in this silent room.
やっぱり。
They are indeed the pages of Sakuya's mother's diary. It was a little more than 10 pages, written in beautiful, compact handwriting, so every page had a lot written on it. That's why reading it all took me longer than I expected. I wonder how long it took me. About 30 minutes? I've just finished reading it through.
嘘だ。
I truly regret ever reading this.
嘘だ。嘘だ。嘘だ。嘘だよ。だってそんな。
My hands are shaking. My voice is shaking. I have a horrible pounding headache. My eyes are moist with tears.
そんなのって。
Just the same instant I raise my voice, the lid on my memories opens up. The first thing I see is the starry sky.
なあ、咲夜。看護師って知ってるか？
Wow.
看護師？すげえ強くてかっこいいヒーローなんだぞ。でっかいロボに乗って悪い奴らをやっつけるのが看護師の仕事なんだ。そういうこと。アスカ、それはあなたが見てたヒーロー番組の主人公がそういう設定だっただけで、本来看護師というのは。ごちゃごちゃうるさいな、咲夜は。いいから。ほら、咲夜最近いっつも暗い顔してんじゃん。だから私が看護師になって咲夜のこと守ってやる。どうだ、すごいだろ。えへん。だから信じられないのか？だからそういうことではなくて。だったら。
Oh, that's cute!
あなた、いきなり何よ。これもテレビで見たんだ。大事な約束するとき、その証としてチューするんだって。
Oh my gosh.
そんな勝手な。信じろ、サクヤ。私、絶対サクヤを守るから。
I promise. Oh no! The next thing I see is a sea of flames.
Sakuya!
I see my little self screaming.
Sakuya! どこにいるんだよ! Sakuya!
I promise.
Sakuya!
I couldn't keep my promise to her. I start running. I can't possibly stay still after this. I don't even know why I'm running. I don't even know where I'm running to.
Sakuya!
No, there's only one possible place to go, even if it's too late. Arriving at Sakuya's hospital, I'm immediately aware that something must have happened. The hospital is deathly quiet, but there's something about the atmosphere. Something wrong.
Sakuya.
I have a really bad feeling about this, deep within the pit of my stomach.
ちょっとどういうこと？
What the butt? As I reach the floor where Sakuya's room is located, I come upon a scene of turmoil.
なんでスプリンクラー作動しないの？
そんなのわからないわよ。つい先日のチェックでも問題なくて。
そんなことより患者の避難。消防署にも連絡して。早く。
That's very dangerous.
もうしたわよ。何これ？あなたも早く建物から出て。一体ねえ、中にいる武田さんは？サクヤ。
I immediately dash forward towards Sakuya's room. The whole place is an inferno.
ちょっと早く消火器持ってきて。
サクヤ。
What? What are you doing? Bro, are you trying to bring down like 100 people with you? This is the hospital. Sakuya's room is shrouded in a sea of flames, and right in the middle stands Sakuya. No, that's probably Kyoko or something. There's no way she would just do this. She looks calm, as if she's not feeling the heat. There's a smile on her face.
来たのね、裏切り者さん。
Yep, that's Kyoko.
サクヤじゃない。京子。
バカね、サクヤ。ほんとバカ。約束破りの裏切り者のアスカを許すだなんて。許して、また好きになるだなんて。その顔、思い出したみたいね。全部。自分が裏切り者だってことも。
そうだよ。私、約束を守れなかった。
サクヤは許す。もう許してるのだそうよ。でも私は許さない。だからサクヤは私が連れて行くわ。本当はこんなことしたくなかった。したくなかったけど、裏切り者のアスカにサクヤを渡したりしない。絶対に。だから
Kyoko seems to be joyfully humming.
あなたはそこで見ていて。
やめて京子。なんでこんな真似。離れて。巻き込まれるわよ。
ずっとね、話していたの。入院してから MP3 プレイヤーにお互い目覚めている間に言葉を吹き込んで。でもサクヤは変わらなかった。それどころか私の考えを改めさせようとした。
MP3 プレイヤー。
Sometimes saw Sakuya listening to it. She told me she was listening to music.
あれが。
I'm slightly taken aback. And then, as Kyoko continues talking, her words reach my ears. But I can't catch the meaning very well. I can hear the words themselves, but my head seems to resist any efforts of comprehension. Those words. When she got out of the hospital, Sakuya was planning to quit school in order to distance me from you. It's hard to accept what she's saying.
最初は単にあなたと疎遠になればいいだけだと考えたようだけれど、
just keeps on talking, not caring much about whether I'm comprehending what she's saying or not.
覚えている？あなたが病室に絵本を持ってきた時のこと。帰って、アスカ。お見舞いに来てくれてありがとう。でも、学校があるのだから、もう来なくていいわ。いいから帰って！そして、もう来ないで。あの絵本には、あなたと咲夜の誓いが書かれていた。だからこそ、咲夜はそれを否定しようとした。認めれば、間違いなく私は、またあなたを殺そうとしたから。けなげね、けなげで。そして、認められるわけがない。それって、あなたが、アスカがとっても大事ってことでしょ。
My bangs are scorched by the flames. My cheeks and my skin feel so hot. I remember the fire at the facility. I was surrounded by flames. I searched for Sakuya but couldn't find her.
だから、咲夜は学校を辞めて、もうあなたとは会わないところへ行こうと。でも体に、物理的な距離に意味なんてないわ。認められない。裏切り者のアスカを咲夜が好きで居続けるなんて。だから、連れて行くの。
What the heck? Asuka, the traitor. Asuka who broke her promise. Asuka who said, I'm gonna be a nurse and vowed to protect her. Asuka who couldn't protect her. The reason why I wanted to become a nurse. Why? For whose sake? This isn't the time to be laughing, but I can't help it.
ダメダメじゃん、私。
How could I be so stupid and think that a nurse is some sort of a superhero?
私、たった一人のためだけに看護師になりたかったんだ。
I'm a failure as a nurse. Or no, I can't call myself a nurse just yet.
ほんとバカね。それに迷惑。アスカが帝都看護に入りさえしなかったら。
ちょっと黙れ、京子。
Yo! Holy! Yeah, Asuka! Please do shut up! It feels strange and alien for me to tell anyone to shut up. But at the same time, somewhere inside of myself, it does feel part of my character. My past me and the present me.
言ったでしょ、全部思い出したって。私、ヒーローが好きだった。かっこよくて強くて。それからね、それから。
I'm sorry. This is very loud.
あ、もうややこしい。知らないよ。
I guess both my past and my present self aren't good at thinking about difficult things. I made a mistake. Okay. So that's why. Yes! With full determination, I dash forward. Right into the flames. Whoa! Without thinking about what might happen, without thinking about any consequences. I'm a fool after all.
嘘。
In the moment before I close my eyes, I can see Kyoko's eyes widen in surprise.
うわ、熱い。
The heat is scorching my skin, but it's just for a moment.
Sakuya!
Yo! In the middle of the sea of flames, I grab Sakuya's body and lift her into my arms.
なん
Kyoko's voice is filled with disbelief.
そんなの何度くじけたって諦めないのがヒーローだからだよ。うわーうわー、すごく私っぽくない。ごめん、咲夜。遅くなって。
ほんとよ。
There she is. There she freaking is.
え？
バカだわ。アスカは。
咲夜？
Aww, dude. And in the same instant as I call out her name in surprise, hear the sound of water. The sprinklers above our heads have started to work, and water is raining down throughout the room. Let's go! Dude, that's really interesting. The moment Kyoko disappears, the sprinklers start working. Sakuya and I are drenched, and the fire has started dying down.
呆れて引っ込んだようよ、京子は。
咲夜。
12年。
え？
本当に約束を守るのに12年もかかって。遅すぎだわ。分かっているの？
Sakuya is glaring at me.
ごめんね。でも私、来たから。
まあでも、約束は返してしまっているから、守らなくてもよかったのだけど。
何のこと？
I don't know what she means by what she just said, I guess.
言ったでしょ？学校の屋上で、返したわと。返したわ。
あれってそういう？
無理やりキスされて交わした約束なのだから、それを返すのにキスするのも当然でしょ？
そうかな。
I feel like I still have all kinds of questions. But anyway.
じゃあ、今は約束はチャラになってるってこと？
ええ、そうね。
じゃあ、もう一回する？約束のチュー。
Smooth, Asuka, smooth. I'm fidgeting as I say this a little nervously. I feel a little embarrassed, but I say it anyway, using the momentum of my earlier courage.
しないわ。また12年も待たされたら嫌だもの。
She speaks with a cool smile on her face. She really is the one I love.
納得いかね
あ、言葉遣い。
ちょっとあなたたち大丈夫？
The nurse calls out to us from the outside the room, but we ignore her. Yeah, she's interrupting the Yuri.
しようよ。いいじゃない。
I think they should be a little more worried though. They might have inhaled like a lot of smoke.
しません。
なんで？感動的な場面だよ。ここでチューするしかないよ。
嫌です。しません。ムードも何もない。
しようよ。いいじゃん。ね？チュー。
しませんったらしません。だいたい人目もあるのに。
気にしない。いいから、ほら、チュー。
Cut my lips and go for it.
やめて。もう、やめなさい。
Though Sakuya is asking me to stop, I can tell from her face and her voice that she doesn't mean it. Though that she actually wants it. When?
ダメ。アスカ。
Huh?
離れて。
Huh?
チュー。
Huh?
ダメ。
Oh no. Sakuya releases a painful groan and collapses to the floor.
咲夜しっかりして。いけない。早くドクターを呼んで。
What? What? Sakuya is carried to a room on another floor.
よく眠ってる。
Bro! Are you freaking serious? I was thinking that this was ending so soon. This was ending so soon, but what? I feel a sense of helplessness as I look at Sakuya's sleeping face. She reminds me almost of a doll.
くそ。バカみたいに綺麗で可愛いな。
Even at times like this, I'm obsessed by Sakuya's beauty. I really am no good. When I talk to the nurses, they tell me it's because of the organs that were transplanted from her twin sister. Though these organs functioned normally for many years, they've recently started rapidly declining. She underwent countless examinations, but the cause couldn't be found. That's why even such a light injury caused her to stay for such a long time in the hospital. Okay. They also tell me that Sakuya insisted on keeping this a secret from the person who always came visiting her. from me.
Sakuya.
I call out to her as she sleeps, but there's no sign of her waking up. In fact, I probably shouldn't wake her up right now.
廊下、出てるね。
I say so in a quiet voice to avoid waking her up, and leave the room for the hallway. I sit down on the sofa in the hallway and take a deep breath. Wouldn't they, like, normally be wondering how that fire started? Assuming, like, freaking Kyoko started the fire. Obviously they can't do anything about it right now, seeing as she just collapsed, but... I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't even know what to feel. My mind is just completely blank. I reach into my pocket and pick out the wrinkled, folded pages of the diary. I unfold the pages and stare at them.
これが関係あるのかな?
I stare at what's written on the pages. It's so hard to understand and to accept. I catch myself checking again and again whether I've really read it correctly, but however many times I reread it, the content still remains the same.
抜け子
Hearing Miss Itsuki's voice, I look up and see her running in this direction. Next to her is one of the servants of the Takeda family.
お姉ちゃん!
Okay, she's here too. Now is with them as well. I didn't contact her, so maybe Miss Itsuki did? I quickly cram the diary pages into my pocket and stand up.
いつきさん、なおちゃん。
昨夜は
なんか、寝てるから様子見るなら静かにね。
わかった。
Miss Itsuki and the servant exchange glances before entering the room.
なおちゃんはここにいるよ。咲夜さんは心配だけど、お姉ちゃんだって心配だもん。ありがとう。座ろう、お姉ちゃん。うん。
On Nao's suggestion, we sit down on the sofa.
大丈夫？うん、多分。私は平気。聞いてもよかったら、教えてくれないかな。何があったの？
I think to myself how sweet it is of Nao to ask me in such a considerate way.
うん。あのね。
That is nice of her. I tell her what happened, one thing at a time.
そっか。大変だったね。そうかな。うん、そうかも。超大変だった。咲夜さん、何事もないといいね。うん、大丈夫だよ。きっと。
I say this more as a prayer than with any real conviction. Having said this, we keep on sitting silently for a while. Miss Itsuki and the servant have been in that room for quite a while now.
長いな。
Just as I'm thinking this, the door of the room opens up. Miss Itsuki and the servant come into the hallway.
抜け子
うん。
昨夜目覚ました。あんた呼んでる。話がしたいって。
え？
二人きりにしてくれってさ。どうぞ。
二人。お姉ちゃん。うん。わかった。
I nod and stand up. I move towards the door, as if changing shifts with Miss Itsuki. Just as I pass her,
あいつさ。
Miss Itsuki speaks to me with a trace of amusement in her voice.
お？
一言も謝らなかったよ。私からあんたに出戻ったこと。
Oh man, that's actually kind of cruel. Oh dang. I mean, I don't even know if she was she ever actually in love with Itsuki, I wonder? Or maybe she was, but she just loved Sakuya more. I mean, she loved Asuka more.
それどころか、これからもアスカともどもよろしく。だってさ、ひどい女だよな。知ってたけど。
Or maybe it's more that she loved Itsuki as family. I don't know. Not as family, just like as... She loves her, but... Just, she loves Asuka more. And also, like... I don't know. Interesting. Miss Itsuki is speaking with a smile on her face. She doesn't seem particularly bothered, though.
ま、
Itsuki, at least.
戻れって言ったの、私だし。姫のこと、頼んだ。
Thank you. Thank you, Itsuki. better, Asuka. You better. No bad endings. I nod, open the door, and enter the room.
アスカ、
Sakuya calls my name right as I come in.
さくや、
ごめんなさい。まだ起きられないの。そばに来てもらえる？
気分はどう？
悪くないわ。いつきに言いたい放題言ったからかしらね。
ひどい女だって言ってたよ。
否定しないわ。お互い様だと言っておいて。
わかった。
聞いたのね。私の体のこと。
It looks like Sakuya can tell from my face exactly what I know. I can't help but nod.
そう。隠していてごめんなさい。ほんと、ひどい女ね。私。
でも、綺麗だよ。
Huh?
フォローになっていないわ。それ。
Listen.
ねえ、アスカ。私の部屋で何か見つかった？
I found myself lost for words at Sakuya's sudden inquiry. She's seen right through me.
見つかったのね。日記のページが。
I won't be able to fool her.
ベッドの下に丸まって、落ちてた。
やっぱり。京子が隠したのね。
She's talking about that night I went to Sakuya's room when I met Kyoko on my way out.
見せて。
それは、
見せたくないの？アスカはもう読んでいるということ？
I can't bring myself to answer. I don't want to answer.
なら、当ててみせましょうか。何が書かれていたか。
Instantly and instinctively, I have a bad feeling about this. Let me guess. As Sakuya said this, she smiled. Her smile was so charming, it seemed almost like the smile of a goddess. So gentle, warm, fleeting, and beautiful. Yes, so beautiful that it almost didn't seem to be of this world.
まるで、星の光。
本当は、亡くなったのは、私。
What?
この体は京子のもの。
What? You're joking! Holy what? Wait. No, not in a million years was I actually
セーブ
expecting
しま
that.
した。
It came up in a thought, like, haha, what if it was actually Sakuya that died instead? Haha, that'd be pretty funny. Or not funny, but like, that'd be something. But that didn't make sense because obviously Sakuya, it's Sakuya that's always like the one talking and stuff. What? No. If that's the case, then Kyoko has every right to be more reluctant. What? Her voice sounds pure and soft.
母は、そう書いているはずよ。
知ってたの？
I remind myself of what was written in her mother's diary. After the fire at the facility, she adopted one of the young girls. The name of this girl was Kyoko. Right after the fire, she had received organ transplants from her twin sister. After that, Sakuya's consciousness awoke inside Kyoko's body. What? On Kyoko's request, Sakuya's mother changed the girls. Her daughter's name to Sakuya.
確信を持ったのは、ついさっきよ。
Bro!
さっき、
京子はね、私のことが大好きなの。大切にして、いつだって守ろうとしてくれていたわ。アスカと同じで。
京子が、
もし私が本当に私なら、京子が私を傷つけようなんて、思うはずがない。
That makes a lot of sense. I was literally wondering that. I'm like, if she's in love with you, why would she go out of her way to hurt you? If it's her own body, then it makes a little more sense. A little.
嘘。でも、それだけで。
それだけで十分なの。私たちには、きっと 京子がアスカを私に近づけまいとしていたのは、私に真実を知らせないためでもあったのだと思うわ。そうね。嫉妬もあったでしょうけれど。
Wait, then does that mean the one that's dying is actually Sakuya? Her consciousness, because her organs are failing? No. Her voice is filled with affection. Hearing Sakuya talk about Kyoko, I can clearly feel the trust and love she has for her. Though she was the one who put her in this dangerous situation.
施設が火に包まれた夜。
Sakuya speaks quietly, and her eyes seem to be focused somewhere far off in the distance. The expression she always wears when she's talking about something really important.
京子はね、私を守ろうとしてくれたの。
Oh.
でも、そのために施設の職員を何人も殺めてしまって、それを目の当たりにした私は、ショックで力を暴走させた。それが周囲の危機を狂わせ、出火し、施設を消失させた。私が原因よ。
Wow. I really want to understand what Sakuya is saying, but my mind can't keep up. Sakuya's power is going out of control, setting the facility on fire?
ねえ、アスカ。
No.
私は死ぬわ。え？いいえ。もう死んでいるのだから、その言い方は変ね。消える。と言った方がいいかしら。待って！ダメだよ、そんなの！真実に気づいてしまったのだから、それが自然なことよ。願いが叶わなくなるのは残念だけど。そうだよ！看護師になるって！それもあるけれど、その夢はアスカに託すからいいわ。そうじゃなくて。
Sakuya pauses in a bit of a strange spot.
あなたのお嫁さんになりたかった。
No. Stop. I hate this. I hate this kind of thing. It's sad. Her words take me totally off guard. This wish of hers takes me so much by surprise. I couldn't have even imagined it in the slightest. But her words are reaching deeply into my heart. This wish of hers is so like Sakuya, so adorable. Tears come rushing forth, almost like an explosion.
それが、私が生まれて初めて持った、一番最初の夢だったから。
Stop. Surprise, happiness, and sadness. So many different feelings are flowing through my being.
それが、私の星だったわ。
I think of the starry sky, the spacious starry sky above our heads as we kissed when we were little. That one night from a distant past. I remember the countless stars in the sky.
星空に手を伸ばしているんだ。あてもなく、昨夜も伸ばしていたんだ。
ね。アスカ？
え？
キスしてもらえる？お願い。
Her voice sounds very solemn, almost as if she's begging me.
なんでそんな風に言うの？するよ、キスくらい。何度でも。いつでも。
いいえ。最後のキスよ。
No.
なんでそんな風に言うの？
Don't say that. There's a cool expression on Sakuya's face, as if she's totally fine with the idea of dying, of disappearing. It's me, only me, whose mind and emotions are in a whirl of chaos.
なんで、そんな風に言えるの？
アスカ。
I embrace the happiness and sadness both at the same time. Our lips meet in a kiss, and then...
昨夜。唇震えてる。
They're shaking so faintly that I wouldn't have realized it without touching them. I withdraw my face.
アスカ
Sakuya calls my name as she puts her index finger to my lips, and to stop me from speaking.
最後にもう一つだけお願い。
何？何でも聞くよ、昨夜のお願いなら。
京子のことよろしく頼むわ。
Please don't actually... They better not make her actually disappear.
京子。
ええ。京子を説得して腎臓の再移植を受けさせてほしいの。今は拒んでいるようだから。
Her kidney. Sakuya's kidney.
再移植。でもどうやって？
もちろん愛で。
愛？いや、無理だよ無理。私だってそうだし、私、京子に嫌われてるし。
I've been thinking, I think Kyoko does not like you at all, Asuka.
何を言っているの？しょっちゅう私に見とれていたくせに。この顔は京子のものよ。あ、そう考えると、
No,
そもそもアスカが好きなのは。
That's kind of weird.
そこ突っ込むのはやめて！私が好きなのは昨夜だもん！
Yeah.
ありがとう。京子なら大丈夫よ。わかるの。一つの命を分け合った双子の姉妹だもの。
Stop, no.
いや
Sakuya. Sakuya suddenly closes her eyes, just as if she's falling asleep.
昨夜寝たの？
I reach out to touch Sakuya's face.
かぶり？
Huh? She just bit me on my finger. I feel a sharp pain in my finger, and I'm completely confused.
じゃない！京子！
触らないでもらえる？私と昨夜の体に不快だわ。
京子！
出て行って。聞こえていたわ。私は再移植なんて受けない。私は昨夜と一緒に行くの。
ちょっと待って！
出て行って！
Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. She throws a pillow at me at the same time as she yells this, hitting me right in the face.
あなたのせいで昨夜は。
Bro, you freaking started the fire! The next thing flying towards me is a cup.
危な！
裏切り者！人殺し！出て行って！
Many things are being thrown at me, one after another. I rush out of the door and close the door behind me.
危なかった。
何やってんだあんた。
お姉ちゃん、どうしたの？いやー、物がビュンビュン飛んできてね、説得どころじゃないっていうか。腎臓の再移植手術、拒んでるんだって。昨夜じゃなくて、京子が、なんていうか。
I'm thinking to myself how it would be difficult to explain even if I started at the beginning.
いや、わかってる。その辺は。
Yeah, Itsuki would.
そうなんだ。
知ったのはつい最近。昨夜が入院してからだけどね。
Oh, wait, no, they're not supposed to know the thing about how it was actually Kyoko's
京
body.
子から連絡あってさ。今からでも遅くない。大幸あすかの排除に協力しろって。断ったら、私まで裏切り者扱いだよ。
Oh, wow. Thank you, Itsuki, for not betraying us. I am so sorry I always doubted you, thinking that you were the one that stabbed us at one point.
断ったんだ。
もう昨夜は選んでたからな。だったら、私はそれを尊重する。姫に仕える忠実なしもべとして。
Though Itsuki is saying this jokingly, it might not have been easy for her.
なおは、ここに来る途中、いつきさんから聞いて。
多分こういう話になるだろうって思ったから、一人だけ分かってない奴がいても面倒だろ。今さら内緒にしとく話でもないし。
Now things have come to this. It doesn't make sense to keep things a secret anymore.
そっか。
で、今はその辺はどうでもいいか。それで、京子が再移植を嫌がってて。
昨夜に説得してくれって頼まれて。
そうすると自分は消えるっていうのに。まあ。
There's admiration as well as shock in Miss Itsuki's voice.
それでこそ、私が惚れた姫だけど。
Man. Dude, I don't want her to disappear. What the heck? We went the Sakuya route, not the Kyoko route. Man, this is such a complicated situation. Miss Itsuki laughs as she says this. I don't feel any regret from her. But I guess behind that front there must be quite some pain, suffering, and resignation. I know this in my mind, but still.
平気そうだね、いつきさんは。すごいな。
Oh, what's this feeling? I can't explain it. She's mad. I can sense a feeling welling up inside my being, which I can't explain, and I can't stop it. I'm feeling a sense of hostility and anger towards Miss Itsuki welling up.
ああ、すごいってなんだよ。
再移植受けたら、昨夜はいなくなっちゃう。死んじゃうんだよ。なのにさ、いつきさんは平気なんだね。それでこそ私が惚れた姫なんて、のろけみたいなこと言えちゃうんだ。クールだね。かっこいいよね。そりゃモテるよね。待って待って。お姉ちゃん、言ってること変だよ。
おい、抜け子。
いつきさんも待って。ちょっと待って。
Now stops Miss Itsuki, who was coming at me, probably fuming and intending to punch me in the face or something like that. And then now looks at me. She looks at me with blame in her eyes, an expression which is very rare for her towards me.
落ち着いてよ、お姉ちゃん。今のは、お姉ちゃんが悪いよ。だって。
No, right now she's just taking out her anger, I feel.
妹に感謝しろよ。ボッコボコにしてるとこだぞ、今の。
There's an exasperated look on Miss Itsuki's face as she says this.
たく、お前は何者だよ、大幸あすか。いろいろあるんだろうけどさ、お前は今看護学生。卵とはいえ、医療に携わる側の人間だろうが、よく考えろ。
The promise, for real. That promise was more than just a I'll always protect you. It was gonna be I'm gonna become a nurse and then protect you.
どちらにしろ、昨夜は助からない。だったら最善を尽くすなら、再移植を受けさせて、京子だけは助けるしかない。
Miss Itsuki has never looked at me with such serious eyes before.
そう、昨夜にも頼まれたんだろうが。
昨夜に頼まれた。
Hey, I don't know. This isn't gonna turn out how I want. Saki asked her. I want you to look after Kyoko.
最後のお願い。
Yeah. I don't think there's not any way. My eyes start overflowing with tears.
何にしろ、私に手伝えることはない。今言ったけど、京子には、私も裏切り者扱いされてるから。
なおも、多分役に立てないと思う。お姉ちゃんでなきゃ。
That can scold me, but not help me, huh? They're smarter than me. I'm kind of disappointed.
お姉ちゃん、咲夜さんがこっそり同意書にサインするのはダメなの？それはしたくないんじゃないかな、咲夜が。
Kyoko is very dear to Sakuya. Their body, their life. She feels they rightfully belong to Kyoko. I think she doesn't want to force Kyoko into anything just because of her own circumstances. That's why she said what she said. That's why she's counting on me.
でもハードル高すぎだよ、咲夜。
Hurdles too high.
ま、京子はあんたのこと果てしなく嫌ってっかんね。
人事みたいに。
で、あんたはどう背にしてぼーっとしてるだけ？何の解決にもならないぜ。
ともかく。
It's true that standing here isn't going to change anything. I have to do something.
よし、中に戻る。
I don't have any strategy in mind. I'm just going in on guts alone.
頑張って。
Let's do it, Asuka.
しっかりやりな。
Heck yeah. I nod at their support. Oh man. Oh,
セーブしました。
honestly. Oh, wow. Oh man, I really don't want to, guys, but I'm sorry. I'm really sorry,
白衣
guys.
性愛情依存症。
I think we have to end here. It's been very long. This video is already, I think it's already reached about like over 2 hours, but man, holy, I think we're almost done actually. Like, genuinely, we might almost be done. Next episode, if it ends up only being like 30 minutes long, then I apologize, or like 15 minutes. I apologize, but I don't think that we're ending anytime soon. Her route is actually going on longer than I thought it would. I thought we were done after that fire sprinkler incident happened just now. We are not done. And yeah, her organs are freaking failing. Sakuya's dying. And then we have Kyoko to save. Genuinely, this game is actually insane with how it gets me at the most unexpected moments. Like, I think I have it figured out, but then they just hit me with something like, oh, nope, we're actually having an affair with Ohara. Or like, oh, nope, Nao is gone insane, and oh, nope, there's this freaking split personality with Sakuya. There's just so much more to everyone than we first think. Like, at first they just have all these cliches that you see, like these stereotypical, roots and stuff, but nope. There's this stuff with the freaking supernatural and the psychological horror and violent. It's like, this game is just, it's pretty amazing how it manages to catch you off guard like this. How it's managed to catch me off guard at like this, actually. If others have already figured this stuff out, going in blind, then maybe it's just me, but this game has been enjoyable so far. Very enjoyable, and oh man, I'm still sad. I don't want Sakuya to disappear. I wasn't expecting for the game to kill off, or at least to let one of the main characters like that die, I guess. But this plot twist is so complicated, it's like, they're not really letting them die, it's just disappear, I guess. But nonetheless, it's been very interesting. I'm interested in how, we'll see next episode how Asuka is gonna convince Kyoko. I'm still not even sure if we're on the good ending or not, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if those options that we chose were the right ones, but assuming that they were, if they were the wrong ones, maybe it would have been like, oh, Asuka, Sakuya dies in the fire or something, because we didn't know her well enough, or something like that. I don't know. We weren't adamant enough. But we'll see, I guess. I genuinely hope we're on the good ending. This does not feel that much like a good ending, though. Since Sakuya's freaking disappearing. I mean, if we manage to save Kyoko, I guess that's a good ending, but if we don't, then that's of course a bad ending. But if we fulfill her wish, then I suppose that's better of an ending than her just dying as well. But it's been fun, guys. I apologize for all the pauses, by the way. Pauses. I just figured out how to pause with the recording software I'm using, and so I've been playing around with it a bit. But we'll see how the video turns out when it's uploaded. But yeah, it's been fun, guys. I will see you next video. My name is Hysterical Talent, HT for short, and see you next time. Bye! Oh crap, no.
白衣性愛情依存症
Oh wow. We are almost done with all of these CGs. Oh crap.
白衣性愛情依存症
I think we are genuinely almost done. We just have Itsuki's route left. Oh wow, okay.